Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Hey, it's our Mardi Gras celebration. There's a lot going on this Wednesday, right? So no matter what it is that you're honoring or celebrating or thinking about today, we're just glad you're here because we're going to continue our 12% off everything sale. It is quite the time to be shopping. It really is. It's an exciting time. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks. We've been really glad to welcome in what we know is a festive and fabulous February month. Seems like there's something going on every single day. So we want to make sure that we, as a family of jewelry lovers and TVON compadres out there, we just want to hang out and have a great time with jewelry, and that is what we do. So tonight we're going to see some big specials. We've got an incredible array of, I had to bring the purple and I had to bring the green. So we are going to start with some green peridot. We've got some awesome tanzanites on the way. I'm actually going to feature an entire wheel for you of the pendants. Now these are going to be some fancy cut pendants, but they're really very simple in their design. So really you can go with anything as far as styles go, no matter if you're traditional or more contemporary. We got a style for you here. And the great news is, well, the price tag per carat is unbelievable. So we will see those tanzanites coming up in a little bit. All 6 carats or so, 6 and 7 caraters. And then we have also some very, very important new as well. That's what's exciting about this event, is that it's not just the old. Sure, we're trying to move out a lot of inventory. Anything that doesn't go is going to be melted down to create affordable going forward, but it's also going to be about the brand new. Now, we're going to see something tonight. It is a 5-stone ring, which may sound like something we've done before. Yes, we have. And we've done 5-stone rings in rounds of various sizes and carat weights, but tonight it actually features the largest stone. Now, it's going to be a little graduated. So what you're going to see is all around brilliant diamonds in those VS qualities we love, but graduated where the center stone is a little bit larger and then the side stones will be graduated in size smaller. So it really makes for a very important anniversary style, and I cannot get over it. Now I have 10 to go around for everybody, and they're broken down in the white and the yellow. So that is going to be crucial. That I'll give you some previews. Well, already, I think that counts as a preview when you can see it all the way from across the room and where you are at home. That's pretty impressive. So a mega style for you. That's going to be coming up, and we've never had anything like it before. Plus, I'm going to show you a really cool tanzanite. That's going to be our ring to go with our pendants. And then we have a bracelet that has about 5.5 carats in diamonds. It's a triple row tennis bracelet style. And then we got a new moonstone. And then we're going to see some other new moonstone. And we've got moonstone earrings as well. So if you're digging our moonstones, you're going for a treat tonight. And then what else? Your requests. They're also here. Let me know anything and everything. Now, I've already taken a lot of requests in the last couple of days, even when we were not here shopping together. And every single piece that I had inquiry in regards to, they're all sold out already. So please, again, remember, there's not really an option going forward. The pieces either sell to one of your counterparts or they get melted down. So it really is, these live shows are important to be with us for, so you can take what you love and get them quickly. All right, so we're going to start 12% off whatever discount I give you on the air. So it's an exciting night to be shopping. There's even a new moonstone ring in the round. Wait to see that one. It is gorgeous. All right, so we're going to see our fabulous peridots. These are the peridots I was telling you about in one really stunning elongated pendant for you, and it's 112-9400. Glad to have y'all with us tonight. Again, thank you for being here. We're really proud to bring these values. It's very exciting. So, and again, please, please, please make sure you get requests in, because we are winding down this event here. So we want to make sure, if you can believe it, it's already the 18th. Wow. So 10 more days, really 9 when you consider today's almost over. So 9 more days of February. Amazing. So let's get into our 589, 2 pear shapes. I've combined those carat weights together for you. The bail is up where I'm holding it. So beneath or behind that smaller of the pear shapes, that will be where your bail is. So it's your chain's gonna slip right through that top pear shape. And then you have this really cool, almost ribbon-like design, figure eights around your stones. I mean, think about just enveloping those pears, and yet nothing really, there's never a break in the gold. It's all just one continuous ribbon that's wrapping around those stones. We'll show it on the hand because it's quite large at, well over 1.5 inches there. So, ooh, there it is. There's my little special ring. Isn't that cool? I mean, we just got to give a little love to that ring there with those VS diamonds. I am so excited about this one. This is not like any other 5-stone band we've done. We've done the 5 stones where they're usually equal in size, and we've done the 1 carat total weight, and we've even had up to 3.5, but this will give you over 2 carats in diamonds in graduated style, and again, all round. So looking forward to that. But as far as the peridot is concerned, and you've got the brightest green, I'll tell you, that's a bright green we have to celebrate that really festive Mardi Gras, and yet, you know, it's really looking pretty much a match to these gorgeous lime greens you have in the peridots. It's a pair of Peridots. Yes, a pair of Peridots, all spelled differently. This is why if you're learning English as a second language, it can be very complex. Just a reminder there, right? So there you go. So there it is at our inch and 5/8. We'll show it on, yes, a pair, yes, of a pair of Peridot. So it's very exciting to have that August 1st stone as a reminder there. Really stunning look, and then we will show you. It's a nice look, and you see how elongated it is. I love the twists and the turns, and you can see on one side it's a little more sweeping, and on this side it's a little more of that kind of little jagged edge there, which again, very, very pretty, all very distinct, all one of a kind, and a look at it up close for you as we show you what we can do for value. You ready for this one? It's a good one. So here we are with our 589. No diamonds on this one, just all about gold and peridot. We're gonna blow it out. I love they did like a little it's like a leopard print almost in the, now I'll tell you what, if you wanted that, see how there's a little bit of white gold and then yellow gold underneath, or we're seeing that larger pair. If you want to have that all yellow gold, just let me know. I think that's something we could easily do for you. So just let me know. Or if you like it kind of with that little bit of two-tone effect, we can also leave it like that. But here's what we'll do to blow it out. It's supposed to be $29.99. It will not be. So it is going to be a special opportunity right now, and we'll make it easy. How about $9.99 instead? Plus, you probably know by now that 12% off is going to get you not $100 off, but instead more like $120 off. It's going to be $879 at checkout if you'd like to go ahead and get that one for yourself. And again, 2 peridots in that really fabulous, you figure on average they're about 3 carats. We can all see that that top stone on the left side of your screen, but that's going to be the top when you wear it. That's actually going to be probably, I would say, if I had to estimate, you probably got closer to 2 carats on the top one and closer to 4 carats on the bottom, maybe even a 4.5 and 1.5. So it's about how they break down, but $879. Now we have something cool that, do you ever find jewelry that is actually, if you ever had jewelry, we specialize in precious metals here. So precious metals like platinum and gold. But have you ever heard of a metal that still can be used in jewelry that also could be used in spaceships? Because, like actual, going to space, and something so durable and so tough that you could have something as beautiful to work with and gorgeous in jewelry as would be durable enough for literally, yes, literally your spaceships. I mean, it's pretty cool. So we're going to show you right now what that is. And this is it. And it gives you, as a result, a really cool look with this two-tone effect, even though it's not all gold. Yes, the majority, you see the links on the outside are going to be your yellow gold. But what that material is that has almost this, it kind of has a subtle sheen to it. There's like a subtle metallic, almost like a subtle marcasite type of look, but it's not marcasite. It's actually ceramic. This is 112-4165. This was only here one time before, and yet this was really cool. It looks almost, you know, if you've ever seen, it's a big designer, it's a French designer who loves, for as long as they've been around, to incorporate threading leather strips through metal, whether it's their belts or their chain accessories or their accessories like necklaces and earrings, etc., or their handbag straps that are so famous and so really, again, status and iconic and well known. This gives you that look, but of course we didn't want to use leather because leather would be in your ears very, you know, it might be susceptible to wear. So here you get that extra durable material that is ceramic. You get the gold. I have 2.05 grams here in the gold, as a matter of fact, and then you've got this one pair in yellow gold. So as far as the size of the hoop, it's going to be a nice size right at just under an inch. We'll show that to you on, then I'll pop one on for you as well. But you can see here, it's kind of what we call that open hoop style or that J hoop style. So it's not going to come to a complete all the way around fastening. That's why you have that post and butterfly back instead. Take a look at that. Yep, 7/8 of an inch would be exact. And then you can see easy on, easy off. I want to show you what they're going to look like as well. I don't have a backing, but I think it'll stay for a couple of moments. If I can just hold real still for you, that's what they look like from a distance on the ear, just to give you an idea of how they're going to look. So again, kind of that spectator look, but instead of black and white, we're seeing the yellow, gold, and the black, which normally, again, how do you get that? Ordinarily with fine jewelry. So this is really well done, a super like chic style, very updated. We'll go back up close and give you one heck of a value. One pair of earrings. Remember how many one-of-a-kinds we're going to see throughout the day. It's pretty much been the story of this event. When I have to, I'll let you know. That exception would be that new diamond ring we're going to see a little bit later. I've got just 2 handfuls of those. So it's going to be critical to dial in early, especially on onesies like this. And it's 2.05 is what I have here. So I'm not sure where the 2.75. I'm just going to go with 205. And then if you get more, great. But I have 205 on this one. So 2.05. Let's make sure that these go out and not $19.99 or even $9.99. Okay, just a really simple, easy deal here. It's a really important style to get, and yet I don't know where you've ever seen anything quite like this unless you've been shopping really, really high-end designers, and yet that will go all the way through. Just so you can see, the yellow gold is that link all the way on through. So it's not a, this is not a plating or a coating. We don't do any platings or coatings. It's just about those solid links, almost reminder of a link like we would see in some of those really cool styles where you see in bracelets and necklaces and things like that. That's really where we've incorporated that look in. So almost looks like the ceramic links are threaded through when they're actually separate links that are set then into that gold and all corresponding together. So it's a really beautiful look. We're not going to do even $9.99. Really want to make sure that something cool and different, you know, something a little extra special. I think it's great for the hoop collectors out there, of which there are many. So I think that would be something that you probably don't already have, and yet we're going to do better than $8.99 or $7.99. Only one pair, staying in the yellow gold with the black ceramic. I know there's also that same designer I was talking about who does all the leather through chain. They actually did a line of ceramic watches many years back that was oh so popular, and they did black and white. So it kind of also fits with that same French theme, very status, and yet we're going to do $777 instead, making it very, very affordable. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. By the way, I want to send a couple of other shout outs too, just because I don't know, there was just, there's a lot of energy in the air right now. You think about there's a solar eclipse going on and Mardi Gras, and then you have the beginning of Lent, and we're talking about Ramadan and Lunar New Year, and there's a lot of things happening all yesterday and today. So I was thinking there's really good energy, and yet I want to just shout out some of the great energy I received today from gals like Risa, who was so kind to send me the most amazing message this morning that really made my day and just meant so much to me. And so Risa, thank you if you're watching. And then also Kathy in New York, who sent the most amazing surprise for this special week that I have coming up. So thank you very much, Kathy in New York, for that. So again, thank you all so much. And thank you again, Kirsten. All the positive vibes and energy, they're felt. So thank you. All right, so we're going to keep on going, and we'll remind you that $777 after you take your 12% off is actually going to be down to $683. So keep that in mind. Not a bad way to shop for your incredible jewelry. Now, there is an orange sapphire tonight. We've been showing some exotic sapphires of late. I have a huge markdown on a turquoise. And then I did bring back some, I'm going to bring back some champagne diamond drop earrings at a new low price. And then we've got a new Sphene. And for those of you, since it is a purple day, so I want to bring out quite a few Tanzanites. We had our Peridot to start. I really want to have that green and purple theme. I want to show you this one right now. This is something you've been asking me for, something that in previous airings of anything of this nature, they've been going very quickly. This is that purple Paraiba. However, a lot of the purple Paraibas have so much neon, they can appear to have quite a bit of pink with them as well. This one, actually, it's the pure purple, which is what so many of you have specifically been looking for. So that's what I want to point out. It is here, and it's a 378, so it's got that really big size to it. It's also going to be that very, very important mounting. That, of course, is really special, the way the baguettes and the rounds are working together and then alternating, and then still a double halo. So really impressive the way this is done. Now, that will be also 18 karat gold. So you're getting a lot of superstar kind of details with this one, and a fully finished under gallery. So if you have been looking for one of the true purples, but you do want something that's a little larger in size in that copper bearing, this is the way I would go here tonight. So we'll take a look at it and see what you think of that one. And that would be, if you something you want to see on the sooner side, let me know. We can help you out with that as well. But that's just something I wanted to mention, because 1130157 is not something you're going to see too often in that color in any size. So the fact this is nearly 4 carats is very, very impressive. So something to keep in mind there. If you are looking for one of the more important, that's 18 karat gold, 378, and then all the diamond weight is actually going to be 188 in the diamonds as well. So it's a really important style. And there's that split shank, and there's that under gallery I was telling you about. So it's going to be really comfy on and very, very special the way that one works. So that one's going to be a really important value today as well, because yes, everything's getting discounted, including the ultimate museum pieces. They're all getting discounted, so that's exciting. Let's also show you, just on that note, a purple Paraiba heart shape. Now, I had a pendant the other day. It started our Valentine's Day. Remember that? So Saturday morning was Valentine's Day, and we got to spend Saturday morning together. I had a purple heart shape in a pendant, and it was in this beautiful, whimsical type of design. Here's a real classic. I know how many of you missed out. Want to bring something else. This, too, has a lot of that purple color to it in that Paraiba, 1130678, and that is also a 122. So it's a good size purple Paraiba with a 6-point diamond weight that's going to be, instead of the entire halo, they're right there at the base. So really emphasizing the bottom point of that heart shape. And it's in the white gold. So it's 1130678. Yeah, all in a row there. 122 is the heart-shaped carat weight and the 6 points in diamonds. And then, of course, you've got some great finishing on the inside as well with that big hallmark there. You can see 6 points in the diamonds. That's our purple Paraiba. Give me a call. Only this one. Welcome into Wednesday, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. This is the kickoff to our week. So it's our Monday here. And we're really excited you're here to be a part of it because what a week we have for you with all kinds of special things coming up and leading into the incredible weekend that we have on the way. So it's just, again, great time to be with us. We got a lot of brand new for you, as well as that big diamond band, which I know we'll do that probably around the, I would say around 6:30, midway point of the show. It's about an hour and 15 minutes from now. We'll see that 5-stone 2-carat plus diamond ring with all those big round brilliants. The key will be the size of the round brilliants. We have a 75-pointer or so in the middle and then the big stones on the outside. So it's going to be a lot of bigger stones coming up, and yet this is got to go. So it's a brand new one here. We just really had to search and seek out one more heart shape, and I'm glad we got one. And you get this big time value. We're taking it way lower than you would ever imagine because obviously a 122 should be a lot of money, like $72.99, something like that. We're going to take it lower for you, and don't forget to call me. We'll get into the details on that big purple Paraiba pear shape that we had for you. We had, of course, the Peridot and the ceramic. So all of that still available for you, but let's make sure we make a move on this one to get it under $2,000. Not even $19.99. I think it tells you there's something precious about that stone, seeing the double prongs there and seeing the way it's set, and it's very clean, and this is something we can lose sight of because just about every Paraiba I bring you, even if it's a 3-carat like I had over the weekend, they all seem to be very clean, and that's because we're very selective about what we're bringing in the Paraiba category, including these really rare purples. But let's not forget how included these stones typically are. I realize you may not turn on the TV and search through the dial and see them everywhere. I realize you could walk into a lot of stores and also not find one available, so it's a little bit more difficult to say here's what they look like or to know what an anomaly this is to get clarity like this. But just take it from my gal who's been selling them since 2004 on TV and has seen a lot of them, and even I collect them personally. They are very rarely this clean. So take advantage when, especially the price gets lower like this one is, where it's not even 19 or 18 or 17. We're going to go blow it out. It's what we do on a Wednesday night. Welcome in to just our big kickoff here to our week. Such an exceptional week ahead we have, and it's not even $1,699. We'll go $1,599 instead, and it's going to go in a hurry because that price still comes down another close to $200 there, or is it $200 exactly? So that's going to be a very important one. Sorry, it's harder for you. Yeah, it's like pretty much. We're at $1,407. So that's going to be just under $200 extra off that you're saving with that 12%. And by the way, it's the biggest discount we've ever done as a network. So that's also something to keep in mind, is that you don't save more money. Somebody asked me hey, are you doing that 10% off? It's 12. This is a much bigger deal. And it's obviously may not seem like a big deal, 2% extra. But remember, a lot of these items, you could save thousands of dollars. You're saving hundreds or thousands of dollars. So that's exciting as well. So make sure you dial in, especially if you have a wish list item. This is going to be when it becomes even more affordable than it's ever been before. So that's a really good one. Now look at this turquoise. I mean, this turquoise out of Sleeping Beauty mine material in Arizona, which is no longer, that's been long mine. The mine has long been closed. But it's 1128488. And we're awfully excited to have you with us tonight. Again, this is a bigger designer piece. It's all done in the 14-karat white gold. It also is going to be our 291. It's a cushion cut, so you're seeing something a little bit different than the traditional ovals. It's a really nice elongated cushion, and what they did was very smart here. It's all diamond side to side, but it's 48 points. You've got a split shank, but it's filled in with those 2 diamonds there. So the bigger or the wider part of the split shank is leading up to that halo. Diamonds on the sides there. Look at that side to side. Really well done. It's even just, you can see that solid natural. Somebody was asking the right questions the other day, and they said, well, I imagine yours is all that stabilized material, right? Or it's that reconstituted material, or it's that stabilized material, which is something that, again, no, we do not offer. So when you look at these, I know that we understand as a gem collecting, group here, that we understand seeing turquoise that size, you wouldn't expect to be natural through and through, but this is. And that's what's really unique, is that those sizes don't exist hardly anywhere. You can go to the wholesale trade show, like one just wrapped up. There's another one kicking off just next week. So we're talking about, it's a busy time when you can go hang out with the wholesalers of the world who make it their life's blood to literally trade gemstones, and yet nobody's got it. Nobody's got the turquoise in this size. This is really unusual. So you are seeing a lot of alternative formats out there for turquoise that might look similar, but they're not, and they don't have the rarity as your true, genuine Sleeping Beauty does. So that's important to remember as well. But as we look at this one and get you a great value, come on in. There's nothing to be scared of. It's a really great night for shopping. Come on in. We're going to save you some bundles of money here. We really like to do that. We've got discounts on fine jewelry instead of just saying, let's not bring fine jewelry anymore. That's kind of what everybody else in the industry is forced to do. And that's not a bad thing on them. That's what they're forced to do. Things you used to see in gold are now in sterling. Things you used to see in sterling are now in stainless steel. And even things that, oh my goodness, there's like new and very, you could call them proprietary, but there are new metals out there that are just faux metals that are lookalikes to the precious metals. We are saying no, let's bring you the true. I mean, it can't be fine jewelry unless you start with the great metals of the world, the ones that are going up in value, the ones that have that again, forever value to them that's always appreciating. That's what we're bringing you. And yet, the prices are coming down. That's as simple as I can make it. This is a 12% off blowout. And here's a prime example. $39.99, it's not. $29.99, it could be. $19.99 would be that. Whoa, what's she doing? She's ready to move some jewelry here. I did not take off my diamond ring yet, but let me just show it together. You can still really get the perspective there. I just still want to give you a look at those big diamonds and that 5 stone that's going to be brand new tonight, coming up in about an hour. Let me go ahead and remove it just for a moment so you can see this turquoise on its own. Look at that. It's a great one, isn't it? Bright as bright can be on the blues, robin's egg blue color. This is our 5 stone ring that's coming up that's brand new tonight, but let's make it better than even $1,500. Lots of diamonds, about a half carat there. That huge Sleeping Beauty. And yet, just awaiting, well, traditional Sleeping Beauty, she's awaiting what? True love's first kiss. This one's just awaiting a caller. Somebody who says, I love that piece, and I know that I have a true love for jewelry, and if you only want the best, listen, there's a lot of turquoise out there. You can get a lot of different varieties, and a lot of it's going to have, it still might be natural, but it's going to have all that matrix and that veining and all those things that can be unsightly, and it's great for a certain type or style of jewelry, but when we're looking at couture level and we want status and we want the finest, you really are looking for that pure, perfect Sleeping Beauty material, and that's what we have here. So we'll come on over and take a look at it. It's not $15, $14, or $13.99. Let's start the giveaway, shall we? It's a giveaway kind of night. We want to make sure everybody can treat themselves to something special that you've always wanted, or maybe that you just see and instantly know you gotta have. That's how I shop for jewelry. I let the jewelry come to me, and I just say, okay, now that I know. You know it when you see it. A true jewelry lover can attest to that, is you know it within an instant of seeing your piece, if it's for you or not. And now I just gotta, you rely on me to give you the really big giveaway price tag. So here it is, $1,299 instead. That'll be $1,299 with your 12% off. That's gonna make it $1,143 instead for you on that one. And get ready, we got rubies, we do. And since Valentine's Day just happened this weekend, we haven't seen you much since Valentine's Day. So again, I hope y'all had a good one. I hope you had a great President's Day weekend. I mean, my gosh, again, every day, something special in February. There's a lot going on. So here's where, again, you've got that really important opportunity to maybe treat yourself to that piece of jewelry that you really, really wanted, and you enjoyed the day for the night out and the dinner and maybe the wine and the candles and the chocolates and the candies and the flowers. But now maybe you're ready to go ahead and celebrate further with some jewelry. So it's a good time to treat yourself to anything you see here with those values. So $1,299, but $1,143 on that one. So let's do something wild here. We have this brand new sapphire, and then I also have Kunzite, by the way, that's really affordable because most of our Kunzites tend to hang out in the 10 karat range. I've got a really affordable one here for you that happens to be an Asher cut in a designer mounting, so we'll see that as well. So if you like a little smaller stone, we have a carat 56, but it's in 18 karat gold. Also have a big aqua getting you ready for March. Again, it's 9 days away. And then look at this new sapphire. Okay, so everyone else in the world calls it something else. We've got it listed here as an orange. But I think if it were just orange, it would be a very different look. What do you think? I'm asking your opinion here because it definitely has, to me, there's another color at play here, which happens to be the color that when mixed with the orange in Mother Nature, happens to make it the rarest sapphire and one of the rare stones in the world. Definitely the rarest of the sapphire family, which remember gives you great durability, so feel free to wear your sapphires. Wear your sapphires and rubies the same way you do diamonds because you cannot hurt them. But this is a Padparadscha, and I'm telling you why it's listed here. You know, again, computers kind of give it a little, tertiary glance, and so basically it sees it as, okay, that's an orange, when it really is a pinky orange blend that makes it a Padparadscha. And might I add, the more rare of the Padparadscha blends, because instead of being mostly pink with a little bit of smidge of orange, it's actually the opposite. It's more orange, which is the rarer, with some pink elements as well. So it's very, very unusual to get that in a Padparadscha. So let's take a look and see what we got here. We got 1130670. So that's going to be a new one, and yet the price tag is bonkers. It's also a 1 carat stone. It's also unheated. So there's that. I mean, what more rarity could we add to this one? I don't know if there are too many ways to get you any more rare than this already is, but is going to go extra, extra low. So 1 carat exactamundo on the carat weight. So then you've got the diamond weight, 77 points there. This is what it's hard not to mention this when I see this because we actually don't see it all that often. But when I have shoppers who reach out and say, can you custom design me something? And keeping in mind, custom design, it doesn't cost you guys anything. It's just something I do, and I'll spend, like 20, 30 hours of my free time to just make sure we make something perfect for you. And there's no charge for that. But when I have people who aren't sure on what mounting to go with, maybe they're a first timer or they're just not real familiar with jewelry, or they don't know where to go, but they know that maybe it's going to be a gift for somebody, I always recommend this mounting because it's really gives you the big diamond weight without being over the top. The style is absolutely classic, and you see that the diamonds are all bigger in size, and of course there are lovely VS stones. That is why most people fall in love with this in the first place, because the second you see TVON, even if it's by accident or you happen upon us by glancing or flipping through the dial, one thing is for sure: something's going to get your attention, and that is almost always, it's the diamonds. Their beauty, their brightness, their shine, their sparkle, and the fact that, I get it, maybe you've watched other places and you go, yeah, those diamonds looked really good on TV, and then you made a purchase and you went, what? Who mined those diamonds out of my sidewalk in the front yard because they look like concrete? And that is just not what you want your diamonds to look like. So when you embark on a journey here, and you're going to see that, yes, this is the actual piece you're getting, and there's no like star filters or any kind of post-production involved that's making those diamonds look like something they're not. This is a live show where those shots are live. You see me picking up the piece and putting down the piece and moving it for you and manipulating it, so you can see that it is not manipulated. I meant manipulation and just moving it, not manipulated in the sense that it's changed, because you can't hide anything on live TV. This is who we are, right? So it's just a very, very special look at a ring that's giving you those best in diamonds, that great Padparadscha that we really enjoy seeing, and now the huge value on a brand new piece that's going to stay in the white gold, because I know you want to get it quickly so we can size it and ship it out to you right away. So that's nice too. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and here's what it looks like from a distance. So really beautiful with the pink and the orange. You can see it more so maybe there. It's even getting a little more pink coming through in the lower light environment we're in. But welcome into Wednesday. Very excited to have you with us, whether you're in New Orleans or not. We're going to bring a little bit of that festive party flavor to you. I think of New Orleans, so I've never been to Mardi Gras, and I've never been to New Orleans. But I will tell you this. I will tell you that what I think of is people having a good time. I think of a little party atmosphere, and I think of, it's hard not to think of beads, and that's a jewelry element. So I'm all for any holiday. We'll go back up close. I'm all for any holiday that incorporates jewelry, no matter what it is you got to do to get them. So here we are with our unheated. Here you don't need to do nearly as much that could risk, I don't know, jail time. So here we go. Just pick up the phone and dial in. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's really, no indecency required, just all about, you can still have your favorite festive beverage if you like. Get your whatever it is, right? What are the traditional ones? I don't know. What's the traditional Mardi Gras, New Orleans, I don't know, like a mint julep maybe, I don't know, something like that. Here's where you have a good time and just enjoy, stay in. Let the festive party come to you and get the savings on your jewelry as a little souvenir for watching tonight. And we're gonna do better than $23.99. We've got to make sure everything goes, and we got some jewelry to get out the door. So that's the idea here. Just let me know. Everything goes eventually. It's always just, again, a little bit of a quiet start to begin because we weren't here the last 2 days. So it takes a minute. I think everyone, unfortunately, I can't say everyone remembers me. I guess I'm not that memorable, but here we are. Where, again, remember 5 o'clock Wednesday when that hits. You got to be here. We got to be ready to shop and welcome in the week. And then, of course, get ready to embrace all that's going forward this fabulous week. And, oh, my gosh, I'm so excited about it. So, and again, what a fabulous weekend it was. And we're so glad to have you with us when we can bring you new as well as pieces that you haven't seen in a while, all together at discounts. That really is what I think makes this event so much fun, is it's the discounts even on the brand new. And that's what we're bringing you right now. It's not even $2,000 or $19.99. And remember, big savings, 12% off everything. Take advantage. This is the piece you're getting. We'll take a look at it here. It's not even $19.18. No, it's not even going to be $18.88. We'll make it $1,799 for a Padparadscha that is completely natural and unheated and over 3/4 of a carat in diamonds as well. It's a good one. And then we have it for $15.83. So a very different price comes out to play when you say yes. So if you love the price now that you see on the air, it gets better. So that's what we need to keep in mind on a Wednesday. Here's what else I have. I'm going to flash a few things, see if anything's intriguing. We have a huge blue star sapphire. That's not any blue. It's not the light powdery blues. It's got that deep, intense royal. And it's also a 3.5 carat stone. I have a ruby. It's in this beautiful sideways feather design. This has always been a very popular mounting. I was worried when we first designed it that it'd be a little too whimsical. And then actually it turns out it's been one of our favorite mountings together that we have loved. So we'll see that a little bit later and maybe tomorrow. And then what we'll do is show you there's also a star ruby. I got a really good star ruby here. This is a big one too. So the only thing bigger than the star sapphire is the star ruby. There's a 4 carat 03 star ruby that's going to be here. Then we've got, okay, I wasn't going to show this yet. Look at this moonstone. Hello. Yeah, maybe I should have started there. That feels like a party. That feels like a party. Not just do we have the rainbow moonstone that's fancy faceted and all the colors all at once, but you're getting the round, which is a big way that it's helping that along. And then look what we did. We added yellow diamonds. The big yellow diamonds. What do you think of this one? If this doesn't do it, nothing will. If this doesn't get a little activity, then forget it. Forget it. We'll just break out the, I don't know, we could call it a different event, but I got to tell you right now, this is one of those you do not want to miss. There are very few rounds. Now, the only other moonstone I've had in a round, they've been mostly smaller stones. That's because that generally happens with the rounds. You see, it's always why we get excited when we see round diamonds that are larger. We're going to see that tonight in our 5-stone ring that's new. But this is the moonstone round, so it's still giving you a lot of that glistening, bright, vibrant factor, which mostly moonstones can be a little more subtle. That's why we have all embraced and fallen in love with these gorgeous faceted stones, because they're giving every single color. They're getting liveliness beyond. That's what most moonstones don't do, because most moonstones are just cabochon cut. Very different thing going on here with 1130673, and it's going to be our 475. So it's a way larger round than what we've been seeing of late. You also have the 2 diamonds. They're huge. They're 54 points altogether, which means they are 27 points apiece. So those are mighty fine. Let's see who's out there. I'm just curious. I really want to know. We did a little two-tone there because we know we like our yellow diamond set in yellow gold. That just makes sense. Then you've got the moonstone, and the rest of the band is going to be in the white gold. Here's what I'm going to show you, how this looks side to side, because really there's no band visible. It covers the finger completely. It gives you that. It's the first time that I can recall ever adding yellow diamonds to a moonstone. I do believe that is the case. And that stone, even from a distance, first of all, there's even something special going on, not just the multicolored effect, but the way that this is giving actual sparkle. It looks like a diamond. Do you see that? Look at the star filter effect that does not have a star filter. That's what's happening. Do you see that? I've never seen a moonstone, even these fancy facet patterns, do that before, where it's gleaming. It's doing that little spark of light you're seeing that usually only happens with the diamonds or anything, you know, in a traditional faceted diamond like the round brilliance. This is beyond. So all the colors, the fabulous yellow diamonds paired up. Again, a pair of pairs on the yellow diamonds here. Let's make sure this can go. I tell you, this is one of the most gorgeous stones I think I have ever seen. And I've been around gems a long time, at least 25 years professionally, but I've been around them my whole life. Didn't have a family in the business, but I got to tell you, had a family who loved gemstones and jewelry and certainly loved the good stuff, but didn't have, you know, endless budgetary, you know, completely, like, you know, some people have no limit. You know, there's no budget. There is none. You just buy whatever you want, whenever you want. That's something that, you know, it's a little bit unusual to be able to see that. So how about bring the great quality at a teeny tiny price? It is what my belief is. It's what really what I've held strongly to conviction wise in this business for as long as I've been standing here talking about it. And yet this is a really attractive stone. And I think you're going to enjoy wearing it all the time because there is not anything. Think about it. No matter what your wardrobe looks like, no matter what your own personal style really is or how you would describe it, this is a moonstone that's going to go with everything that you wear. And the yellow diamonds add something of a bit dramatic flair. The brightness of those yellows, the 27 points you're getting there each. Remember, those are sizable stones. As we take another look at and get you ready for the big value, come on in if you'd like to get it. I would probably advise. I think this one's got to be one you got to be ready to go before you even see the price tag. I really do, because that is a strong stone, and I'm expecting it to be like $54.99 because that's where the 475s at 5 carats usually are. And warning, they go. They go at $5,000 or $49.99. They do. They really do. You've seen it. If you've ever watched the shows in the last couple of weeks, you know that they all go. But because I want to get this show started, and I know it's a Wednesday, so, you know, I do them every week. This is not unusual. I know we got to have that piece that kind of opens the floodgates here. We got to have that one piece that just makes the magic happen and shows everybody that it's okay to shop today. It's okay to come on in. It's okay to be a part of this show and dial in for what you love. And the pricing is not right, it's wrong, and that's on me. So again, I got to move pieces no matter what. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do better than that $49.99 even. We're going to go a lot lower than that. So just come on in, because we're going to be very happy with this price tag. You really will. I promise you that. And here's what I'm going to offer instead of $49 or $39.99. We're going to keep on dropping prices till everything moves. We got to move jewelry tonight. We got 2.5 hours to do it, and we are only less than an hour away from the 5-stone. And listen, I'm no fool. I know y'all are waiting for that 5-stone ring. I know you saw that, and I know you're waiting on it. I know we have, well, fewer than 10. I said 10. It's actually fewer than 10. I read that wrong. So we have fewer than 10 to go around on the 5-stone ring, so I know y'all ready for that. But first things first, this has got to go, and I will make it better than $3,500 or $34.99. We're already under cost on it, and that's okay. You got to be okay with that tonight, because I'm going to be okay with it. Our mission ahead is to literally just move jewelry. That's it. That is all. So here's what I'll do instead of 34. Do you have somebody, Jason, on this one? Kudos to them. I love their style, and they have found a winner. It's like kind of discovering the golden ticket or the pot at the end of the rainbow. You know what I'm talking, the pot of gold, right? Yeah, we're getting close now. St. Patrick's Day will be here before you know it. This is where it's everything, and it's every color. It's every color, and it's not going to be 34 or 33. Let's keep going. You've never seen a 475 ever priced this way, because guess what? If I haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. Simple as that. I've had them all. And we're not doing even 33 or 32 or 31. Let me show you that when I say we're going under cost, I mean it. We're going under cost. And I will show you right before your very eyes, and it'll be in a night when you just want to have that phone in hand, ready to go. Have us on your speed dial or however you get in. That's what you got to do here tonight. It's not even $31.99. We'll make it $2,999. There's more than $300 extra off that price. So that makes no sense. And that's going to be, and that's where I like it. That's going to be where you get that piece for what? $26.39 instead of that incredible price tag. And that's where, again, you want to be on those phone lines ready to go as quickly as you can all throughout the show. So that'll be $26.39 and change. We'll see who's got it. And then we are only now less than an hour away from our new 5-stone. We'll bring out a Tanzanite. I do have another Moonstone, but it's a pear shape later on, and it'll be a 1 carat size instead instead of the $475 that you're seeing there in the round, which is a beauty. How about our star sapphire? Want to get in that star sapphire, the 3 carat 49 blue. It's a bright blue as well. This is gone. Congratulations. Let me know, Jason, if you know who got that. I'd love to thank them. Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Thanks for being with us. Take a look at this one. Blue star. It's that royal blue that I'm so intrigued with seeing, and that's because that's rare. That's real tough to get. 112-8861 is the item number. This will be one of our platinum selections for you. It is a 349, so it's got plenty of size there. 3 carat 49 oval, 49 points in the diamond weight altogether. That is the tapered baguettes and the rounds that you have also. So really, really stunning. And here's what we'll do. Got a big value, keeping that theme going of let's lose some money on everything. You don't mind. They love it. There's only a couple people that mind here, and that might be some of the manager in the back. It's okay. It's all right. Some days you just got to do it, right? Some days it's a prerequisite, and Wednesday is one of those days. So it's kind of Wednesday every week without fail. That's why I might advise you to just be ready here all the time. Make sure you don't miss a Wednesday. There's some really special things that go on. And yet we're not doing even $2,000 on this one. So that kind of says, I think, what we need to really make sure everyone understands is that that's not $19.99 for a 3.5 carat royal blue. Let me ask you this. Do you get a faceted royal blue sapphire that's a 3.5 carat size for under $2,000? And now we just have the more rare of the option here. That seems a little bit off, and that's exactly where we want to be. When we can be off, that's when you know you are in the right. So that's where, again, that's exactly where we want to be tonight. Not even 19. We'll keep on going. Let me tell you, I got practically free. That's what this show should be called. This show should be called the Practically Free Wednesday Night. It just doesn't have that great a ring to it. I got the great rings, but it doesn't have a great ring, like sound-wise. So here's what I'll do instead of even $1,500 or $1,499. It's solid platinum, half carat in diamonds almost, beautiful diamonds individually, and that big center stone, which is a phenomenal natural stone. Come on over and take a look at it. I'll try it on for you as well. We'll see what it looks like on the hand, get it ready to go. Oh, it's a teeny little size right now. I'm going to put it on anyways. I think it's too big for the pinky, so, okay, that one's not going to go on. It's, oh boy, now it's never coming off. That is definitely not my size, but here we go. We'll size it for you, no issue. That's the good news is, you know, magically it arrives at your door no matter what size you wear. I got to deal with size 4s and size 14s. And when it arrives to you and you open that box, it's like the angels sing, always going to fit. It's always going to fit perfectly because you get the size you need and want. And that's all on us. So isn't that great news too? You're not running around excited to wear your ring going, well, now I got to take it to a jeweler. I got to find one who's still in business. I got to take it to someone I trust. And then I got to leave it with them. I got to leave my precious new star sapphire with them and pay $800 per size to go up or down. Forget all that. Isn't it easier for it just to arrive in a box from us in your perfect size, ready to go? I feel like that's easier. That's me. I mean, I'm someone who values time. I value everybody's time, including my own. So if I can spend, I literally had to get watch links taken out the other day. I spent an hour at the watch place. You know, because I live in a busy city. There's never like, you never like walk into a place and there's no line. There's always people. You know, there's 10 million people in my city. So it's like, there's a wait time for everything. You wait for everything. And I'm like, this is just, what am I doing? I wasted a whole hour of my time just to get a link taken out of a watch. And don't even get me started on what it cost. And it was no gold involved. There was no, the labor once the actual process began. I think it was about 45 seconds. And I'm going, I'm in the wrong business. This guy got paid really, really well for about 45 seconds of his time. I'm going, I need to figure that out. So, yeah, again, anyway, probably just should have brought it to work. But anyway, we don't really do watches. But anyway, just so you know, I'm going to get that question out. Hey, you guys do watches? We don't do them. That's why I had to take it somewhere else. But here we go, guys. This is what we've got for you. Instead of $14.99, I'll go even lower. Let's move some jewelry. I know we can. Just going to take some really ridiculous low prices on my part, and we're ready to go. So how about this one for better than 14, better than 13? I'll show you. We mean let's blow everything out. Let's go $12.99, make it $11.43 at checkout instead, and we'll see our blue star sapphire. out the door, and I think it's gone. I got a Kunzite and 18 karat gold coming up. That's going to be on the way as well. But this one's $11.43. Don't forget we had turquoise, by the way, at the same price. I had that big 2 karat 91 Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Also had on the under $2,000 range, we had ceramic and gold hoop earrings. We had a heart-shaped copper bearing. We had a Peridot pendant. We had some really big Sleeping Beauty rings, and then also we had that great Peridot piece. So lots and lots of great pieces still here. Let me know who's got this blue star sapphire. That's a fantastic, phenomenal stone. And then the ruby gets a little more pricey. It's a 4 karat and it's a ruby. So the ruby gets a little more pricey, but let me know. And there's also a lot more diamond weight on the ruby piece, but we do have one. We also have the big discount on some champagne diamond earrings. There is a new Sphene. So since we're loving the brand new tonight, let's get to the Sphene because we loved that gorgeous Moonstone round. Let's show you the, yeah, this one. This one's gonna go. Just call me quickly because you know that's not sticking around. Here's my loveliest. It's 1130663 tonight, brand new. I know we're loving the brand new. It's an emerald cut, but it's more of a square dimension to it. Doesn't have as much of that elongation or that rectangular emerald cut, more squared off, but it is 1130663 and it's got 18 karat gold to start. All that fabulous 18K, and by the way, the blue star still hanging out. Let me know who's going to grab that one. That's a beauty. Now here we go with our larger stone. This is a 236, and before you say, okay, no, I have that mental catalog. I know what the 2 karat plusers go for. I know it's going to be $59.99. She can't fool me. Hold on. We're doing this one with 52 points in diamonds, couple of big baguettes there, and then the round brilliance down the sides. Yellow gold, remember it's 18K. That's important as well. Let's show you the inside because there is a ring within the ring. Forget about all of this. That's just residue from the inventory tag. It's actually designer. But here we are. That's the band. So even though it's not like decorative and scrolly, that's your undergallery because that's the ring inside the ring that actually you see it from that direction. Almost looks like a bridge. You can look somewhat inside that split shank and see the series of baguettes and then the rounds that wrap around the rest of the way. And then this amazing stone that does that. Literal, like, it's like, it looks like fireworks or lasers, but it's literally the dispersion of the stone that is on such a level that no other stone gives us. So it gives you something visually you just don't see at any other point. And that's what we love about this gem. That and the fact that it does all that regardless of what color it's in, from green to red, because it does also change color. So you're talking about, okay, one amazing source here, newer fine material, really only here. Then you've got the color change green to red. Then you've got the dispersion that never quits. And all of that, all together, is going to be under $59.99. The reason I say that is because how many times have we had a 2 karat color change Sphene or greater when it's in that 2.5 karat range? They're always $59.99 every time. And I don't mind saving another $700 tonight, but I know I can save you more. And this is my thing. If we are just meeting, hello, I'm Lauren Blair. It's nice to meet you all. I've been doing this. It's been my livelihood for, for my entire adult life now. I've been doing TV since I was 13, but jewelry has been my life for 25 years. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have never seen values like this. Granted, it's not 25 years that I've been offering this stone. I debuted it here as a worldwide launch back in 2017. That was the first time this stone had been mentioned to the world. It was like an unveiling of a stone that everyone knew about regular Sphene, but not the color change variety. And I was the one who was privileged enough to launch it here back in March of 2017, a worldwide launch. It had never been shown anywhere else. We worked directly with the miner who had collected it from this Madagascar mine. It was a newer deposit at the time, and it's been a favorite ever since, except it took like about a 5-year hiatus where we didn't see any of it, and now this is like that second little batch. So it's really exciting to have it, but they have never been offered at this low a price when it's this size stone. So get ready, because this one's really remarkable. Let's take a look at it. It's not 59 or 49 or 39 or 29, and that's why you should be on the lines. The Moonstone, I did something that had never before been seen. And guess what? It's gone. Now we've got the new piece that also never before been seen at this kind of low. I've already gone from 59 to 49 to 39 to 29, and I'll keep on going because I want to make sure that everything does find a home. No matter how fresh and new it is, no matter how much high-end 18 karat gold is in the ring, here's what it looks like from a distance, and it's not even going to be $29.99. Let's get ready. If you think those like laser lights are only happening because you're up close, look at it on my hand from a distance away. You've got those colors no matter what. No matter what color the stone is at the moment, no matter what type of light, higher light, lower light, brighter light, candlelight, doesn't matter. You're going to always get those flashes and that brilliance. And that is what's so brilliant about the stone. But it's also not even 29. So we've never seen a Sphene this size priced this way. So for the naysayers out there that go, I guess my fine jewelry days are over because I read something about gold being crazy. Yes, it is. It has not stopped us from bringing you values that I will tell you, and I only speak the truth here. They're the best values ever. The values are better today in this February 18th of 2026 than they were when I started here, which was in 2016. 10 years ago, I started here, and those values were amazing. But the values here today are better. Why? Because things cost more. And my prices are still ridiculously low. It is what I stand for. It's what I believe in. This is not even 29. You want better, I'll give you better. It's not 29. It's not 28. It's not 27.99. Tell you, we'll give you 12% off everything. I would take everything you ever love in this show because I will blow this out for $2,699. You get the extra 12%. It makes that $2,375, and that's why you take it right there. There's never been a 2 carat plus, and this is a 2 1/3 carat plus in the high-end 75% pure gold. So everything about it is lavish and high-end except the price tag. And that's how we like it. So that'll be $2,375. First caller who says yes, got to stay in the yellow gold. They'll all stay in the gold color they're in. My exception is my diamond ring that's coming up in 40 minutes. I have white and yellow available, and that's it. And that's why I'm limited. I've only got a couple of each. So that's where, again, you want to be ready on that 5-stone ring that's brand new tonight. This one's only $2,375. Somebody's got to get it. We're going to give it 30 seconds, and we'll see who's got it. And Jason, did you just pick something up, or is that a request? We got a request coming in, our first of the day. I like to hear it. We've got a big Kunzite coming up that's also an 18 karat gold next. If you like Kunzite, you want a smaller size, stay with us. Better yet, you may actually want to dial in right now because the Kunzite's not going to be here long. And then we have that big purple Paraiba, that true purple that we have that I showed you earlier, the 378 pair, that is going to be coming up. Okay, let's keep on moving. 2375. We've got Moonstone earrings that are here as well. They're the big ovals. Take a look. They are cushion cuts, and they're all white diamonds. The last time we saw Moonstone earrings, they had the yellow and the white. This time around, all white diamonds with it. Look at this. Now, this is designer, designer, designer. It's got different setting styles of diamonds, and it has diamonds all different sides of the ring. So no matter what your viewpoint is on the ring, you're going to see gorgeous diamonds. It is 112-9467, and that's going to be a square Asher cut. It's a 156. Reminder that, again, we're going to stay in that upper end. And listen, I know 18K, the numbers in the letter 18K, you might see other places. It's almost always a plating at this point. We are not doing platings. These are solid. It's 18 karat white gold. Stays as such. It's 18 karat with that 156 Asher cut. But watch this. There are those huge diamonds set channel setting in the sides. But it's also got all this beautiful pave work in the profile of the ring as well. And then, of course, pave around the platform. That is your halo, but you see how that goes around the sides also. We have 69 points in diamonds this time around. It's our neon Afghan Kunzite. And we got one only, and it's more purple than it is pink. So that's the key. How do you know if a Kunzite is good or if it's regular? And I'm going to say regular, it's a rare stone no matter what. If you see Kunzite and it's natural from the earth, it is a more extraordinary, unusual, rare stone. But it really, as anything else, there are different qualities. Even when it's good enough to just get a Kunzite, that's lovely, but it's still a quality story. And if you are, and I know you are because you wouldn't be here, you'd be shopping somewhere else, if you didn't care about quality, the quality factor is everything. So when you're looking at a quality Kunzite, you want more saturation. It's almost always an indicator of better. Not always, but almost always. Almost always going to be better when it's more saturated. Certainly is the case with Kunzites. You want more of those purple pinks instead of those light lilacs or light pinks. Barely there is usually how I would describe a Kunzite. There's like a colorless with a hint of pink. This is more purple than it is pink, which tells you how amazing it is. Plus, it's built like it's 3 rings in one because, well, look at it from that angle. there's that under gallery, there's that side detail in what we call the profile. And then you've got all this extra, these details here, like those massive channel set diamonds. I'm gonna blow it out. It's $12.99. First caller, it's as low as it's ever been. Started at $49.99. Now it's $12.99 and you get an extra 12% off, which is no small little tiny baby discount. That's a big deal. You get it for $11.43. At checkout, first caller in the white gold. And we are still going to size it for you to be size when it arrives. That's important too. Moonstone earrings are coming up. Let's do that next. New Moonstone earrings on the way. They'll be cushion cuts. And then we have, oh, more 18 karat gold. Wow, there's a lot of 18 karat gold here tonight. We had the purple Paraiba. Now the Kunzite, we had that really, really, really good. Of course, our last Sphene was an 18 karat gold option as well. And now we're gonna take a look at the 18 karat gold earrings we have in our Moonstone. Take a look at those. They're cushions and they are about, what's interesting about this particular, must be in the cutting, they're very bright. They don't look hazy at all. They have a very crisp brightness to them, like a brightness and a lightness to them where you really, makes every color in the stone just really bounce. And that's going to show you, wow, even from a distance, those are going to be quite bright. This is a longer drop than we usually do. It's 1130680. They're also 18 karat gold. So here we go again with that higher purity. And for those that say, well, what's the big deal? That just is a number. It's a much bigger deal than a number because it's actually 75% pure gold. So you're getting that much more. Compare that to 14 karat, which is lovely and a standard of fine jewelry, but 14 karat gold has about 54% pure gold. It's a big difference between 54% and 75%. And 18 karat gold gives you that 75%. Also 4 carats, 23. In your beautiful moonstones, that's going to be 2 carats plus each. Then you've got the 32 points in the diamonds, including those really fabulous fancy cuts that you have draping between your drop and your diamond lever back. So that's really, really well done. They are cushion cuts. Again, they are rectangular cushion cuts, which really fits the drop style of the earring. We'll show you one from a distance away and come on in. I think we've got some special moonstones clearly that we're loving tonight, like for example, the round that we already saw out the door. Now here we go with the drops in the moonstones as well that you're gonna see there. That's gonna be about 1.25 inches in the top to the bottom. And of course, you're just gonna have a really simple little lever back. So all you do, I don't think they've ever been opened before. Let me give it a little tug here. You open it up, I'll pop one on for you, and then we'll show them to you on the ear so you can see how gorgeous that 1.25 inch drop is. Let's also make them really affordable because that's also the goal here, is to make everything disappear, give you that great value you've been looking for and waiting for. And obviously Moonstone earrings, not exactly inexpensive certainly, but these definitely were aiming for that here. But just imagine any color you're wearing, how it just tends to pick up that color. I think you can see I'm certainly in the purple tonight just to honor Mardi Gras, and you think about the beautiful blues and the purples that are happening throughout that stone, just even in, this brighter light of a TV studio, that's gonna look a lot more intense when you see it in a more typical or traditional light. Let's get them out the door. Back to the wheel we'll go, and we'll get you great value. They're supposed to be $69.99, a little steep. We're trying to move some jewelry here. We got a last couple of minutes of this hour. Glad you're with us tonight. Happy Wednesday. Let me know what requests you have. We'll help you out. And this is where, again, we can get the one and only pair of Moonstone earrings of the night out of here for just $2,999 only. That's going to be a first caller situation. Everything I have tonight is a one of a kind with the exception of my new diamond band. Everything, do you hear me? I got 2 more hours left. You're going to see a lot of jewelry. Everything is a one of a kind. Unless you ask me for a request, then we bring it out. That's not planned for the show. And we have more than one. But everything I have here that is planned for you, with the exception of that new diamond band that I'm going to introduce to you at, it's exactly 33 minutes actually from now if you want to set your timers. We got a 6:30 Pacific time. That's 9:30 Eastern. That's 6:30 Pacific. If you're in the Central Time Zone, that'll be 8:30 for you. That's when we're going to debut this 5-stone ring that is new with the huge diamonds. The center stone alone is going to be a 3/4 carat, and then you've got side diamonds that are about 1/3 of a carat, and you put them all together, and it's going to make for one of the bigger values we've ever seen in diamonds. So we love our diamond deals, and these are bright gorgeous white diamonds, and we only have yellow and white. What's made up here is ready to go is all we have. So that's going to be a quick one. And that's why it's on a Wednesday as opposed to a weekend, when a weekend I would need like 300 of them to offer. On a Wednesday, that's when we're going to do the more limited ideas. So that's what's happening at about 6:30 tonight. And then our Moonstone earrings also $26.39 at checkout if you would like to get those. And then also, if you're an earring lover and you like a drop, let me remind you that these were actually something that were here earlier in the event, and I saved them because I did not want them to melt, because I really felt strongly about this earring. And let me also point out, we can offer to change them for you, and that's why I'm putting them in front of the white gold, because if you'd rather have those fawn diamonds in the white gold or the yellow gold, I'll do it for you gladly with no extra charge. I just know that rose gold is the least favorite choice in gold color, and so I don't want to feel like we're, demanding or insisting on you keeping them that way. They're too gorgeous of an earring to not be in the perfect gold color that you'd like. So let's talk about 112-9742 as I move those moonstones aside, and we'll bring in the champagne diamond rounds here that are even a little bit longer than the last in the rose now, which again, if you're saying, no, I love rose gold and that's what I would want, and granted, it makes a great combination with the champagne diamond, that's for sure. If you'd like to leave them that way, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just, for those that say, yeah, no, I hate rose gold. If that's you, I'm offering to change them for you, and there won't be a charge. So just keep that in mind. It's 112-9742, and it's 111 of round diamonds, first of all. Yes. So here we are with our 111s plus our 83. 194 total weight in a drop earring with that lever back style. I know this is a lot to ask, but imagine them in the white or the yellow. Imagine them in your favorite gold color. The reason they're here and the reason we continue to discount them is because they're in the rose gold. I know enough about this jewelry business to know that. That is the detriment right now to this earring. It's a great looking earring. It's a drop. It might be a little bit more on the luxury side. It's not the kind of thing that we're going to ask $60,000 for, thank goodness. That's why you're here. It's that kind of earring that would be about $50,000, $60,000 in a retail establishment, considering those are natural champagne diamonds. They're rounds. They're about 55 points a piece. So you've got that exquisite style. And then they're decked out with white diamonds as well, giving you an 1.5 inch drop in length. And the longer the earring, the more attractive they are, the more flattering they are on the ear. It's a fact of life. So here's what we're going to do with these 1.5 inch drops. With the lever back, let me know if you'd like them. This is our lowest price ever. I kept them. They were already here. They were $69.99. Then we dropped them. Got them to $29.99. Same great price we just had on the Moonstones, but those are still here. So now we just need to make it all that more affordable, and that's what we're going to do, and we're going to save you before we save you, because that means I get to take an extra big discount, a big one, and then you get to save that extra money with your 12% off. And with that, welcome into Wednesday night. If you just now tuned in, I am so honored to have your company tonight on a Wednesday. Thank you. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON, and I'm awfully glad you were here too, because this is a night of savings. It's a wild Wednesday. It's all we've got new. We've got that half hour until I show you our newest, latest 5-stone band. 5-stone bands have been the best sellers of all time here. This is a new upgraded version. We'll explain how we upgrade. It's with bigger diamonds. But take a look at this. We've got our fabulous champagne diamond earrings going out right now. Who's going to get them? I don't know. But I know this. With the new discounted price, they can't stay here. It's one pair. They're absolute luxury. I got to try one on for you. That's the old price. Now, the old price, by the way, I don't remember though. I think these were in an event with the 10% off. So it would have been $26.39 with the 12% off. Let me take you lower than that. And here's that proof that they are that 1.5 inch drop. So here they are next to a ruler so you can see how long they will drape. Then I'll just try one on because it might be easier to see there. And there you can see that 1.5 inch drop from where the diamonds begin to where the diamonds go all the way to the base of that earring. We're going to show you one on. Remember, you can change the gold color. I think... I know if those were in white gold, they probably would have sold back at $69.99 for that kind of diamond weight and those round champagnes. But given that it's a little harder to imagine that, they're still hanging out for somebody to enjoy. And remember, they still can be in the white or the yellow. But I will say, when you see them on from a distance, and we're only about 5 feet away now, so take a look. You could whisper into my ear and I'll be able to understand what you're saying at this point. But I just want you to see how they're going to look. My point is this: you're not seeing the gold. So if you just need them immediately and you want them out tomorrow, like you want them to go out tomorrow and be with you in a couple of days, you could leave them in the rose gold. And the point is, you're not really seeing much of the rose gold until you look at them from behind. So just a little statement of fact there. Up close, it's kind of like a big glaring issue. From a distance, you don't really notice the gold color because it's so decked out in diamonds. The whole earring is covered in diamonds. So you don't really see much of that. So keep in mind, but we're still going to honor them in the white or the yellow. Let's go back up close because I can't squat down any longer. And here's what we'll do instead, 29 or 26, because that would have been your discounted price. We have got a very, very big moment here for you. It's not 26, and I say 26 because that would have been basically, yeah, with the discount. I'm going to go lower than $26.39, which would have been your 12% off. We're going to go lower than $25.99. Got to go lower than that. And yes, still take 12% off. Take it off. I mean, we want to make sure everybody gets what they love. And yet spend the least money possible. It's not 25. We're going to go $2,499. And then you get an extra 12% off of that. That, by the way, makes them under $2,200. They'd be $2,199 if you'd like to go ahead and get those earrings once and for all. That is last call on those earrings. They are not going to let me keep those again. So here's what we have for you. And I take it that, Jason, whatever your requester offered, asked for, we don't have, correct? All right, so I haven't had any requests come out. So I know that request, if they're waiting with bated breath, I don't think we have that request. So just going to go on a limb and assume that. We are at the top of the hour. Welcome in again. If you'd like the earrings, this is your time to get them. Really quickly here, we also have a Tanzanite deal coming up. It's a Tanzanite pendant deal. It's going to be our best per carat price on Tanzanites that we have seen. They're fancy cuts. But don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out until you see them, okay? They're really good. They're really strong, rich museum reserve, blue wing block Ds. We love them. They're coming up. There will be 3 to choose from, and they're all going to be between 6 and 7 carats. Then we have the diamond band. The diamond band is coming out in exactly 26 minutes, rather. We've got a 5-stone like you've never seen. We've been broadcasting 10 years. You've never seen this 5-stone band before. So it's really good. Take a look, though. These earrings have got to go. They've got to go, yes. Oh, really? Who got the star sapphire? Thank you, Deborah. Blue star sapphire gone. Still have a kunzite and a turquoise and a purple Paraiba heart-shaped pendant and a Sphene and some Moonstone drop earrings and a really, really, really good Padparadscha sapphire. And the earrings, $21.99 on those drop earrings with $194 total weight in diamonds. All right, let's get to it. It's our top of the hour. I want to show you our Tanzanite pendants that we have coming up. This is that most remarkable value, so I cannot wait for these. And they're fancy cuts, but they're not weirdos, okay? Sometimes there's what we call in the business a gem weirdo. It's just a weird stone or it's a weird cut, and therefore not a lot of people are going to love it. These are fancy cuts, but they all resemble cuts you know and you love. Like, for example, for most that's going to look like, oh, it's an emerald cut, but wait, it's tapered. But it's a really cool elongated cut. It makes the perfect sense for a pendant, if you ask me, because it's on the neckline and it's elongated anyways. And then, oh, look, we're building a wheel. It's actually going to be a trio. And there is another stone. This really feels like a pear shape at the base meets almost like a trapezoid or a marquise at the top, like a hybrid. And that's got a yellow diamond bail. You can see that really beautiful yellow diamond. And then we have this one. Okay. This is pretty much the most classic of the bunch because it looks like a pear shape. It is a pear shape, except instead of having one smooth side, it's got basically these little angles to the sides and another yellow diamond bail. You can see this one's a little lighter, the other one's a little brighter. The option in the middle has the white diamonds instead. Here's what we're going to do. Had to bring out some great, really rich, saturated Tanzanites for our little Mardi Gras party. It's a Mardi party. And we're so glad you're with us for it. A little party on a Wednesday night. Whoever thought? Is that even legal? Can you party on a Wednesday night? Of course you can. Listen, we party Wednesday through Sunday. I don't know about you. We party Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. I mean, we're here like partying our you-know-what's off because it's all about great jewelry. And the price tags are what give you, I always say when you tune in, it's like a party, but then it's like you get the party favor as well. I don't give a good party without having party favors. I have never thrown a party where my guests don't leave with something special as a remembrance of the evening. That's really important to me. And so here's where, again, we celebrate together tonight. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now, this value is one of importance too. Now keep in mind these are all one of a kinds as they are. So they will stay in the gold colors they're in. They're all one of a kind, so you know your favorite might be somebody else's favorite as well. So again, this is why I implore you to dial in early. Please be on the phone lines ready to go, otherwise you are not going to get your favorite. They're all between 5 carats 97, so just under 6, versus all the way up close to 7. Okay? So big carat weights, huge blue wing block Ds, and I need your calls right away because they will not last. Take a look at these. They're gorgeous, and they're so high end, and they're all one of a kind, unique, not just because, hey, there's only one. No, because of the specialty cutting. That's what makes them elite level. That's what makes them different and special and really designer. And yet, for those of you that already have anything in Museum Reserve, let's say a ring or an earring or a bracelet or a toe ring or a belly chain or whatever you got, this is gonna match if you got it from us. Because if you have a blue wing block D, this is going to be the match in the color saturation, the match in the neon, all that you need to have. And yet, I'm gonna walk you through the carat weights in case that's how you're gonna decide. Because my smallest is still a 5 carat 97. That's right back here on the back left. That's gonna be a 597 fancy cut with a 26-point yellow diamond bail. So that's one option. We go up from there to the center. The center is going to be a 614, and that is, look at the reds coming through, with 30 points, rather 3 points. The next one is 30. This is 3. 3 points in white diamonds to go with your 6 carat 14 fancy tapered emerald cut. Then we go back here, back right, fancy cut as well. Of course, that's going to be your beautiful two-tone. Isn't that great? This is the only two-tone. Do you see we do all yellow here, all white there, and two-tone here? So that may be another way to help you decide based on what gold color you like to be in, okay? If you're only white gold all the time, you're probably gonna go here. If you're only yellow gold all the time, you're gonna go think about this one. Two-tone, mix and match, goes with everything. Now that last option in the two-tone back right, that's gonna be the 677. So that is the largest, and that is a 30-point VS diamond, and it's a Marquise yellow. So we're going to wait till we have some callers on the line because when giveaways are here, it's maybe not good enough for you to hear me say they're the best per carat ever. But when the phone lines get to it and things get busy and things get crazy and suddenly you're hearing sold, 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 this is going to be disappointing to many who are going to say, well, I'll get the email. And they'll say, bring out more of that. I'm going to tell you right now up front, don't have any more like this. Don't have any other fancy cuts, no other pendants, and no other carat weights. I don't care what it's in. Ring or anything else that is this kind of price per carat. When I say blowout for this Wednesday night celebration, I mean it in every single sense of the word. We mean blowout. That's what's happening on our blue wing block Ds, and they're all Museum Reserve, and they all stay as is. So that means they can go in a box. We put your name on that box, and it's shipped out mañana. That is tomorrow's Thursday. So you could have it by Friday or maybe Saturday or maybe Monday, just depending on where you live. And you will be wearing your luxury. Please wear them. Please don't save them. Just wear them and enjoy them and love them. Take a look at all three options. Let's find out who wants what. Yes. Yes, I heard. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Janice, we've got some requests coming up for you next. But I'm going to wait till we have callers on the line ready to go. What was Janice looking for? Because I have a ruby myself here in an oval in case she wants that. Is she only looking for rounder emerald cut? Got it. I'm waiting. Maybe you'd like to know the original prices. The original prices were as follows. $15,818 on that one. $16,519 on that one. $18,000, well, probably because again, that really bright yellow and the largest stone, $18,591. Shall we switch it up? I'm going to need your calls. Please do not hesitate to dial in early. I could shock you with where this goes. We could really surprise you with where these go, and then by the time that you dial in, after they're already spoken for, it is too late. So I really need to make sure that you're ready to go on these phone lines. I can't have you wait till the price is up there. That's just not how this works around here. You got to make sure you're on the lines ready to go. They're not going to be even $18,000, even the lowest price at $15,000. Going lower than $15,818, they're not going to be. They're all going to be right at about an inch or shorter. They're right in that 1 inch around that neighborhood. You can see the center one's a little bit smaller than the other ones, have a little more movement to them. They're a little longer. Let's go ahead and blow them out, and you need a great price. I know it. I feel it. We're ready for it. We need anything to go with, of course, those rings you love that are Museum Reserves as well. So if you're waiting, well, don't wait any longer, because every single one of these is going to be on its way for less than even $5,000. We're basically at, think about where that goes, because we're talking about a third of where they should be. And that's not it. They're not even going to be $49.99. These are extremely rare, all one-of-a-kinds, unique pieces here. There is no duplicate. There is no other. You're looking at all three examples. They can go out to a museum. The stones are promised to museums anyways. Don't think museums haven't been getting their stones. There have been a couple y'all left behind in the last couple of days that have already been on their way. Well, they would be arriving by now. On their way and have been received by museums. They will be on display for us to go look at. Now, if you travel to Europe or if you're maybe on the East Coast, I'm not supposed to divulge where each stone goes, but they're all going to museums, mostly overseas in Europe, because that's where a lot of the big gem exhibits happen to be right now. There's one in particular in France that, of course, is needing some pieces on loan right now pretty badly. So they were already promised stones to begin with, so they're more rushing to get them now because they have some extra space that they did not have a few months ago. So keep all that in mind. But let's take a look at these options. And let's send them on out. I know we can do this together, guys. I know you recognize value. And when I got a value that's just too good, you're going to take full advantage of it. I know that. So let's make them even better than $49, $39, better than even $3,500. And they're 6 to 7 carats in that range. And they're not 35. This is going to be an all-time best per carat. All you can do is dial in and think about it. You're getting in 2 cases, those really important larger yellow diamonds as well, and they're not 35 or 34 or 33. And this is before. Remember, whatever price we get up there on the air, that is prior to a 12% off discount. That is a lot of savings. Right now, close to $400 saved. I don't know about you, but I love saving $400 on anything. That would save, I mean, that's really for something that is going up steadily in price tags day by day by day. Saving that kind of money on something special like this is rare. And oh yeah, so are the stones, and so are the designs, and so are the diamonds in the bales. And 33 or 32 or 31. Not gonna be. We're gonna blow them out right now. The very first callers, how about $2,999? But then you get that extra savings. They're $26.39. as you actually check out. And that means we're talking about what, like $400 a carat for Blue Wing Block D, which are the literal best in the world. That's how we do it. So welcome into the best quality, the best value. You're getting it all at once, all together, all for whichever one you like here. $26.39. Janice, we have got 3 incredible rubies to show you. That are basically between that 1.5 and 2 and then a little bit over. But the good news is I have 3 different mountings, 3 different shapes. So hopefully between the 3, there will be something perfect for you, Janice. So we'll show those next. On the way, I'd encourage everybody else. I know we're all waiting desperately 15 minutes away from that brand new, ultra limited 5-stone band. I have fewer than 10 to go around for the country, the whole world. So that's going to be very limited. So make sure you stay with me to see what that's all about. It's a brand new style, and it's something you'll wear every single day, more likely than not. So I'm really excited about that with huge individual diamonds. We have never done a ring like this in our history, so we'll have that coming up for you. Not to mention, who knows? We're going to throw in some. Listen, I never know. There's no script to the show. This is why I love your feedback and your requests. I love to bring you what you're looking for. I do what I want when I want here, so that's kind of the deal. So you let me know what you'd like to see, and it's a totally unscripted television show, okay? Because goodness knows there's a whole category of what quote unquote is unscripted TV, and none of it's unscripted. Except for home shopping, or at least my network. So yeah, everything else, yeah, even the home shopping, they're scripted too. We're like the only ones that are true unscripted. So here we go, Janice. I've got 3 options for you, all vastly different, but they're all in the range you requested. So let me walk you through it. We have some rarities here, no doubt. The round, the emerald cut, and then the oval in the bridge. Oh my. How you decide, I think I've made your job very difficult right now, because I don't know how you would decide on a favorite here among these 3, but we'll start with our round in the bridge. Now this is a bridge as well as the oval, but you can see a little bit more simple bridge, a little less diamond weight here with that single row underneath your halo. Then of course we have a classic halo with an emerald cut, and then we do have the very large oval. This is a 2 carat with the massive diamond weight. So Janice, this is the 177. That's going to be the 177 round with a 67-point diamond weight. Then we go to the next size up, which is that 2 carat in the oval. That's my 2 carat oval with 136 in diamonds. That is a major bridge. And then we have the emerald cut, which is the largest up there. That's my 2 carat 11. The 211 has 73 points in diamonds as well. All 3 are going to be marked down for you. They all started at $13,999 or greater. They will stay in the yellow gold they're in. We just need to know your ring size. Which pendant would you like there, Jason? The one on the left side, that was the yellow diamond. that was a little bit lighter, correct? So let me just show you which one it is so you can make sure this is the one they want. Okay, it was that pear shape, right? The more traditional, yeah. All yellow. You're looking at it now, actually. Yeah, that sounds like we have two people on the same piece, probably because it's a most traditional cut. So let's show you the length of that one. The item number for that pendant, you've got it. Jason's already got it. So that one's going to be 112.9608, and then we'll show it here to you with the length measurement, except my ruler just dropped, so I'll just take it over to the neckline and show you that way what it looks like from a distance away. Okay, so there it is. Look at that beautiful blue purple there that you have. So that is, thank you very much, Tone. All right, so that's where all your information for you, and that one is spoken for. Now, Joanne, the next similar one would be the two-tone that we had. It was a pretty similar look. Let me know if you would like to see that. And this was, isn't that great stone? I love that one. All right, back to our rubies we'll go. Thank you on that one. That was the 597. Thank you very much. And then, Joanne, let me know if you want to see the one most similar to it that also had a yellow diamond. It was a larger stone. Actually, let me show that one on the neckline real quick for you. That was the 677. Take a look at this one. If you'd like it, it's pretty similar. And I'll show you what it looks like from a distance away because it still has that same general type of look to it in the shape. And that's actually the 6 carat 77, which was the largest of the three, plus the 30-point extra bright marquise yellow. And that was also the same price. They were all the same price. So you know, something to keep in mind there if you're looking for great savings. You got a better per carat price on that one actually because it's the largest of the stones at nearly 7 carats. All right, so that one's still available. So is our white gold tapered emerald cut. Okay, back to the wheel. We'll go and take a look at some rubies. We'll take a look at the rubies that we love. And again, these are open to anybody. It's just that Janice inspired this trio that was not planned for the show. So we're very excited to have it for you. And welcome on into Wednesday night. I'm glad you're here. Please do like Janice did. Use her as your guide. Make requests if you have them because why just wait around for your favorite ideal piece to come out to play? Certainly, we would love to help you immediately, if not sooner, by telling us what you're looking for. But all three of these are going to be miraculously Burma rubies, all right around, again, 2 carats, 1 under, 1 over, 1 exactly. So all in that 2 carat neighborhood, which in the ruby is very difficult to achieve. And we're going to make sure that they all go, you know what, let's make them all below $5,000. As a matter of fact, we're going to go $49.99 on the bigger 2 carats, the 2 carats, which would be your oval and also your emerald cut. And then the round is going to be an extra $500 less. We'll do $44.99 on the round. Okay, so $49.99 left and right because they are the 2 carat and over, and they're like diamonds where when they hit those magic sizes, like 2 carats in a ruby, that's when they get extremely special and rare. So it's going to be all $49.99 or less. Here's how it works. $49.99 for the oval, $44.99 for the round, and $49.99 for the emerald cut on the other side. $211 in the emerald cut, 2 carats exactly on the oval, and then your 1 carat 77 is for your round. So 3 very important rubies out of Burma. We'll give you 60 seconds with those to let me know if you have any questions or want to see them on the hand as well. We'll be happy to do that for you. And remember, 2 Tanzanite pendants still left. We'll recap everything in the show so that, you know, this is just what we have to do on Wednesday night. Sometimes we've got to show things 2 and 3 times to make sure they get out the door. But again, other than that, we can get your requests in, help you out with those, and also get to that big special, our brand new idea coming up in exactly 9 minutes. So get ready. It's coming up, and here's a close-up look at that band. Oh my goodness, the gorgeous diamonds, 5-stone style. Can't wait to show that to you. So that's going to be coming up. And look, we've got yellow gold as well, but very, very limited in what we can ship out tomorrow. So there's the yellow gold. We're looking just absolutely spectacular in all those rounds. So looking forward. It's limited, so it's not, it's something that's got to be on a Wednesday night. We'll have a Tanzanite ring as well. It's our 3 carat 20 that's coming up as well. We'll have that too. And then Janice, let me know if you're looking for anything 1.5 to 2 on the rubies is going to be a little bit higher end. Generally speaking, and even the ruby I had now, the ruby I showed you, I flashed a ruby that was 70 points earlier. I'm not going to show it. It needs a little TLC. So I'm not going to show that one, but even that 70 pointer, for example, was 3,000. So when you get up to 1.5 carats and 2 carats, this gets into an extremely difficult size to find in the ruby world. And I know we're not used to seeing a lot of big Burmas because they are rare. We would show them all the time if we could, but because they are so rare in those bigger sizes, it doesn't allow us the luxury of showing them all the time. And we are a value-centric network, but it doesn't mean that we don't Again, we love quality too. It's got to be quality first, and then we figure out the value secondarily. So it's really got to be both of those metrics coming together and colliding. And that's just simply not easy to do in ruby. It is one of the most expensive stones in the world. They usually are about $20,000 a carat when you wholesale them out. And I've been using that metric for about 25 years. So just to be conservative. So I know that if you're going, she's full of it. I just saw a ruby the other day that was retailing for $65,000 a carat. Yeah, that absolutely. But I like to be as conservative as possible. And for as long as I've been doing this, when I started in the business, it was $20,000 a carat wholesale for a ruby. That's wholesale, which is different than retail. If you walk into a retail store, it's going to be significantly more than that. So just that's something to keep in mind as we look at bigger rubies, okay? And then here we are with our last call on those three. Let me know if you have any questions about any one of the three. We'll help you out as best we can. And then we're going to be just moving along here. I've got a star ruby as well, by the way. If it's a 4 carat is on your agenda, look at that 4 carat 03 star. So that's a really pretty stone. We've got Moonstone on the way. We've got our big diamond band special, which is only going to be for like 9 of you out there. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. And while I have you with rubies here, I might as well show you my favorite designer piece. I fell in love with a piece today, but it's like, of course, the most expensive piece we have, and it's a Paraiba, and it's a 2 carat 23, and 223 is coming up on Monday, and it's my most significant day of the year, and no, it's not my birthday, and no, it's not my anniversary, and no, it's none of those things, but it's the most significant day of my year, so it's Monday. I won't get to see you guys, but I have listen to this, I have a Paraiba that is a 223, and guess what the diamond weight is? It's 223. So I'm thinking that's what I need to get for myself on Monday. I don't know. If you guys want to see it, let me know. But point is, I usually like the really, really expensive pieces. I think that's just something called good taste. You know, you got the good, expensive taste radar. If you like nice things, then chances are it's the more expensive things you like too. I love this pendant it's like chic. It looks like, again, it's links and it's open work style and it's gorgeous rubies and diamonds. But since we just left it with some $5,000 rubies, and I know rubies, you guys know, it's an expensive stone, especially out of Burma, which is what we show you here. I want to get into something, and I mean really get into something here, like trouble. You ever get into trouble? It's fun. It's really fun to do it on nationwide live TV. It's even more fun. It's even more fun. I'll tell you right now. Let me show you 112-9243. I'm going to bring in more rubies, and we're just going to see what happens. I'm going to put this up at $500 in an auction with a $100 increment because we only have 5 minutes until that diamond band kicks off. And I've got 5 on the mind here because 5 stone band coming up. I'm going to show you what we can do on a gorgeous, this is a link style pendant. It's got a link, which is your bail, of gold, then diamonds, then rubies, all diamond cut rounds, 43 points in your ruby, 6 points in the diamonds, and it's in solid yellow gold. And I'm going to do this right now for $500 to start, just because for those of you, there was somebody who reached out to me and they said, I've got like a $500 budget and I know that I'll never ever see anything on your show for $500, but I have a $500 budget and I just wanted to tell you, I really like watching the show anyways. I know I'll never be able to get anything. I was thinking about that and I was like, let's just do this. I got to have something at $500 to start tonight. So here we go, $500. And this is it, $500, $100 increment. Let me show you we just looked at some very important $5,000 rubies, which by the way are all still available. So we didn't hear from Janice because we could always go something larger or smaller if those weren't what she was looking for. But we got to the range of carat weights you were looking for. Let's take a look at this though and show you what it looks like from a distance away. Oh, the bail, the diamonds, the rubies. That's what it looks like. That's from the close-up. Here's what it looks like as far as the length. I know it says 1 1/8 inches. Let's see. Let's verify that. And just kind of seeing who's out there tonight. I'm curious. I know, a lot going on a Wednesday night. 1 1/8 inches, correct. Let's show it on the neckline. Okay. Much better on, isn't it? When you can see the little open work through those links that you have, that white, solid white diamond link at first, more rectangular in the styles, no open, that's okay. We got minutes left till our bottom of the hour kicks off. It's really our entire show. It's the show special of the show. Let's go back up close and take a look at it here. Yeah, it is. We got a really good deal coming up. No open on this one. That's all right. Listen, I can't have something for everybody every night, but I hope if you like rubies, we've certainly run the gamut here as far as price points are considered by having something a little bit larger for you and then something a little bit more maybe even everyday wearable here. And again, this is that first link, which is that bail. I know it doesn't always want to sit there for you, but there you can see it matches the link that then kind of brings your two other gemstone links together. That is diamonds up top, rubies secondarily. We'll get to our bottom of the hour special here in about 3 minutes. And so I don't know, there's a call trying to come through. I'm not sure what's going on, if there's a phone line issue, but I will tell you this, we will give it a final maybe 30 seconds here to see if we can get the open. And if so, it may very well go at $500 because, well, and there would still be a 12% off. So I haven't really thought about that yet, but yeah, that would even be far more affordable than 500 bucks. You could never imagine something like that going on, and $440 would be your price. And who's that, Jason? Wayne. Wayne has the open at $500. So I look up at the clock and I realize that a lot of you are going to be mad if we go 2 more minutes and don't have that band. So that means we have to give a 2-minute clock to this and wrap this up before it is officially bottom of the hour. So we have Wayne at $500. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock so that we'll be right on time for our diamond band that's coming up at the bottom of the hour here. 5-stone band on the way, but we're only at $500 on a ruby and diamond pendant that is designer. So let's take a look at it. 2 minutes on the clock and we sell it. So good luck on this one. We're looking for a lot more money, but the next minimum bid would only be $600. Okay, so, and I'm still selling fine jewelry here. So you got a very important value right now. Not sure what gives tonight, but that is something you do not want to miss out on. 1:43 left, and we will sell it no matter what. There's no reserve on this one, nada. This is just it. 90 seconds remaining to go. Sorry, cleansing breath. That was a cleansing breath. It's halfway through the show. I need one, especially on Wednesdays. All right. Should I change the schedule? Do you guys want to change the schedule? Tony, how do you feel about that? See, I just really need some like downtime. Like I need that Sunday, half Sunday. But we could do Monday. We could do like Thursday through Monday. Oh, I just don't know. All right. So 1 minute left. Let's see what we got. I think it's going to 500 bucks. Oh my. All right. Wayne, has he ever shopped and where's he calling from? No, he's in California. Where? Oh my goodness gracious, really? Wow, that's not that far away. He lives closer to the studio than I do. Oh my gosh, he's like a neighbor. Wow. All right. Well, hey, listen, it's looking good. We got one person verifying. We'll see what they want to do. We are only at $500, and yes, the 5-stone band. I don't know if I should wait another half hour, but I told you it's coming up. We got a very small quantity on this incredible band coming up next. We're going to show it to you. It's brand new, 10 years, and we've never had a band like this, so I'm very excited about it. And it's huge, huge diamonds. We got very excited the other day when we had a 3.5 carat band, which was exciting, and that meant that those stones were, what, 40 points a piece, was it? We're going to bring you a really big diamond. What was that? No, was it 70 points? We're going to bring you something really special. Okay, so this one is, do we have 600? Thank you. $600 has just been bid, so we are now looking for 7. And there would still be, remember we do have 6, but there would still be 12% off. So hopefully that helps maneuver, think about where those bids go, because obviously you would go backwards by 12%. We do have $600. We have 600 going once. We have 2 bidders on the line. Let's see if Wayne wants to go $700 or more. It is 12% off. So that would be, again, you're looking at $600 now. Well, that would be a nice extra discount. It would save you another $72 or so. So again, it'd be $528. Let's see if we want to go 7. Is Wayne in or out? It's come down to this. Between these two, let's see, and he's out. That means it is sold. Congratulations. All right, let's talk about this band. Let me show it to you. This band is everything. I decided to do something. People, folks were asking me, the folks behind the scenes here were asking me what kind of new design I wanted to create. And obviously this is nothing that I can claim a designer It's not my design in the sense that it's a very much a classic. This is like saying I invented the wheel. No, you may have invented a new design for the wheel, but you didn't invent the wheel. This is really like our way of upgrading what we've done in the past, because it's really, I've admired this, and I love designers too. I'm not going to badmouth what they do. Designers do amazing things. I love great designer jewelry. I wear a lot of designer jewelry, but I know that the prices get really crazy. So I love the fact that we can bring that quality or greater and at a better price, thanks to a lot of factors, but number one, being our own manufacturer. The problem with this is, I've been here 9.5 years, it's been a long time, we've never been able to make this before. It's always been, I call this my wish list. I've had a wish list. There are some things that we've been able to do, some things that we simply have not been able to do. I know I've wanted 25 karat diamond hoops. We're still working on them because we have to amass a collection of so many big diamonds to do them. So it's not like, and then we can't just have one pair, we have to have at least 4 or 5 pairs for our viewership. So it makes it very difficult to actually make things that are of the extraordinary. Well, this is too. And that's why it's taken all these years to make this iconic designer, one of the biggest designers in the world. They have red boxes with gold script and a little, like a red braiding embossed on the outside of their boxes. They do amazing things. They do nails, they do status, they do all that. They do a band like this that I have admired for a very, very long time, because it's as simple as this. There's some people I hang out with who really love their jewelry, who actually go frequently. Like one of them goes literally without fail, twice a week. She has her jewelry day, and she goes to that red box store twice a week and picks out whatever the heck she wants. And this is what she wears every day as a wedding band. And I will tell you, there is something about this, the 5-stone style that we've done over and over and over, that has equal diamond sizes. 5 stones across, all the same size in diamonds, whether it's the 1 carat or the 3.5. Those have a great look to them. They're classic. But there's something about this graduated style where the middle stone is the largest, and then they stack on down as you go down either side. That to me is what really separates a band from a designer band. And that's what we've always wanted to do. But again, every time we had bigger diamonds, it still was looking a bit on the smaller side. So it took a really large anchor, which is the center diamond, to then create the look that we were really going for. Now, the designer, they get $48,000 for this band, and that's all fine and well. Theirs is a 2 carat, ours is 201. I'm proud to say that we can make this very affordable and use as fine a quality as they do. And that really is the difference, because gold is gold, diamonds are diamonds. Except for, again, you want to look at the specific type of gold purity and the specific quality of those diamonds. And in this case, they are VS round brilliant white diamonds. So you get the best of the best. That goes for close to 60 grand. Don't even get me started on the sales tax in the state of California, which is 10%. So then we're in the county of Los Angeles, which is where we are. I hope it's less where you live. Bottom line is, if you live anywhere but California, you don't pay any tax. You're not going to pay to get it sized. You're not going to have to run around all over creation to go find a jeweler who's going to be reputable, size it for you. It's done. It's all done. We have them ready to go in white gold and yellow gold. Most of them are in the white gold. That is going to be the gold color of choice, I think, with the white diamonds, considering that that just lets the diamonds be the star. If you want yellow gold, I have all of 2 of those. That's it. It's very, very limited. So we're going to take a look at our premier. Now I'm going to walk you through these diamond carat weights as well, because they're very important. And this is 111 or 113-0632. So we would love your phone calls here early, because it's not going to last. And what I'm going to do right now is show you how we can make this happen in white or yellow. But remember, and I know we got to come in closer here because we just had that big trio of rubies and then we had that pendant. So let me show you what we have here in the white diamonds, in the white gold. I have the yellow, it's on my hand. And what we're going to do is remind you that we only have a few that are here made up and ready to go, and that's what we're selling. They are made up everything we possibly could. It starts with this middle stone in the middle is our 73-point round. You get another 1 carat 28 around that. So that means that just in the center, that's nearly 3/4 of a carat. And these are all minimum carat weights, by the way, so just FYI. We were shooting for a 75-pointer. The smallest one you're looking at now was a 73-pointer in the middle. The rest of the diamonds are going to be close to the same size, but not exact. So all I can give you is the 128. That's the side diamond. So that's your 4 other diamonds. So if you divide 128 by 4, that's 32. So it's basically an average of 1/3 of a carat on the sides each. Altogether 201 minimum. Altogether, one of the biggest values I will ever bring you in, huge diamonds. This is the single stone in the middle is the largest diamond we've ever brought in a band. besides a solitaire. Obviously, I'm talking about 5-stone bands here. And even when we did our largest band, total carat weight overall, that still did not have this size center diamond. So 201 at minimum altogether. If you add it all up, we are so ready to give this away. I need some callers on the line, because with 2 available, and you know what's ironic is that lately everyone's been going for the yellow gold. So we may actually be, in bad shape here as far as the yellow gold, because the yellow gold has been extremely popular. That's the one I'm wearing. You won't see much of the gold when it's on the hand. I think it's one of those rings that even if you're like me and you do wear a lot of yellow gold, I think it's one where I always advise in our truly straight up white diamond pieces, I always advise white gold, because it's a way to show off the quality of your diamonds a little bit better than if you get the yellow. It's always a tendency that you can take the whitest and brightest and best of diamonds, and when you set them in the yellow gold, they tend to absorb a little bit of that gold color. So if you are looking to show off your high quality diamonds, you may just want to stick with the white gold on this one, which we have a little bit more quantity on. So that's key as well. But let's get some callers on the line, because we are so limited, and look at it on. Because this, to me, again, this is what is designed as, what it's called in the design house is the anniversary band. It is the classic wedding band or the classic anniversary band. And whether 5 is symbolic to you or not, whether you love, again, a band style or not, this is the way you go and upgrade, because it's so well known and so iconic as one of the most important ways that if you look at status designers and some of the best known designers, this is how they do their bands, with this subtle, and that's the key, subtle graduation. These are not teeny. It's not like you start with a small stone and then get even smaller. You're starting with a 3/4 carat and basically at 1/3 of a carat each on the sides, which also, if you have a teeny ring size that you like a 3, a 4, a 5, this is still not going to be, we had this issue with the 3.5, where so many of you said, I'm a size 5 or less, it ain't gonna work for me. And that was true. I told you, it's best if you're a size 6 or greater. This is great even if you have a teeny ring size or if you have a larger ring size. It does not matter. You're gonna have diamonds go side to side for you. It is so well built. It is so well made. Let's not forget, it's all solid 14 karat gold as well. It stacks beautifully also. We can show you. It stacks really well. If you wanted to put it next to other pieces, you could. If 5 is symbolic, yes. Verifying which one? Oh, okay. So operators, I am going to need to know which color you'd like, because the yellow is going to go very, very quickly as far as what I have to move on out of here. Okay, if you want it quickly, and that's the next thing, I'm going to just say this. I'll be happy. What I'll do is this. If we run out of the yellow gold, because I have 2. If we run out of those very quickly, here's what I can offer. I can offer to take the ones that are in the white gold and move them into yellow gold, but that will take extra time. So let's put it this way. You still need to be on the phone lines because we have fewer than 10. But here's the deal. If you're one of the first 2 callers that says yellow gold, we can ship it tomorrow. If you are beyond the first 2 callers, but within the number of rings I can make, we'll get you any color, white or yellow. But it's going to take extra time, okay? So that's how we'll work this. Just know, if you're the first 1 or 2 callers that says, I'll take yellow, you're getting them first. They ship out tomorrow. They're ready to go. We size them, we ship them. If not, it's going to take some extra time. Not weeks, not months, just it wouldn't go out tomorrow, okay? So I'll give you that offering. Let's take a look at the band though, and I'm gonna try in the white gold as well. That is something I love and really, really love in this particular style. And what we're gonna do is make this incredible. Now remember, that stone, and I did the pricing this afternoon because I was downtown anyways. Knowing this was coming and debuting tonight, I went ahead and got you some wholesale. Look at how gorgeous that is in the white gold. See the difference? The white gold really just allows the diamonds to do their thing. I was in the wholesale world just a couple of hours ago, as I am nearly every day. That center VS round brilliant 3/4 carat is wholesaling. This is up-to-date pricing, as in like 3 hours ago, guys, 3 hours ago. So this is as up-to-date as you get on diamond pricing. Let me also remind some of our newer viewers, we do not do lab grown. These are natural from the earth stones. These are not lab grown. When you see my price, you're gonna go, oh, okay, that's lab grown. No, it's a better price than lab grown will be. You could buy the same thing in lab grown right now and pay more money, and you'd probably get it in sterling at best. Ours is solid gold. Yeah, the gold you've been hearing about at $5,500 an ounce, that's what we did this in. We did it the way the French designer does it. We did it the way they get nearly 60,000. Your price isn't 60,000, nor is it $6,000, which, by the way, would be basically what, $1,000 for each of the diamonds on average, and then $1,000 for the band. That's not bad. 6,000 is a great price, especially when you consider this. That center stone right now, that 3/4 carat center stone, is near 6,000 on its own. Right now in wholesale, a 3/4 carat, what a lot of people would love to have is the center stone in an engagement ring and a real diamond, meaning from the earth, billions of years to create it. You will not pay $6,000. I promise you that. That is basically a fraction. That's the sales tax in the county of LA for me to buy it. You're not paying $6,000, and this individual stone is wholesaling right now for $4,800. Then you've got, on average, a third of a carat, a third of a carat, a third of a carat, a third of a carat. Those stones are, like, this is as of 3 hours ago, those stones are $1,400. Well, $1,400 times 4. So let's just keep in mind what all is happening here. For $6,000, you couldn't make it in the wholesale arena right now today. These are as up-to-date pricing as I can give you. Basically, in the diamonds alone, you're looking at over 10 grand, plus the gold band, which is at least 2,500. So you're looking at basically $13,000 wholesale if you want to put it together yourself, which let me tell you, it's a lot of work. I would only recommend putting in the man hours of doing it yourself if you're getting a better value. You're not getting a better value. We're not offering it for $6,000. Operators, let me know if you want white or yellow. We're going to sell out quickly here, especially when we already have more colors on the line than I have rings. And you could get 2 and keep one and gift one or stack them. Don't they almost look like they're all even in size? I mean, to be honest, that center stone is slightly bigger, and you can tell, but it looks like the stones next to it are almost identical. They look like 10 points off, and they're not. They're average of a third of a carat. These are all minimum carat weights. You're guaranteed at least that. It is not 6,000 or 5,000 or even 4. Yes. The stack, absolutely. Now, keep in mind, these are 2 different gold colors, but there they are. That's such a, thank you for reminding me. Look at the stack. Look at the 2 together, and these are different ring sizes, so I know they're not sitting perfectly flush, but oh my gosh, and if only we had 3. I think we do. I know our operators are busy, but if anyone could, I could have 5 of these on at one time, which would be, yes, purely excessive. That would be 10 carats of diamonds on my hand, but you know, I'm crazy like that. Here's what we'll do instead of $4,000. Instead of $39.99, I need you on the lines. If you're not, let me just give you a little tip, and I don't say this to be harsh or mean, but if you're not on the phone lines, I don't think you're going to get one. It's just, we're that busy. And that is because I think our diamond reputation precedes us. And yes, this is normally something that you would see on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning. And the only reason it's on a Wednesday night instead of a weekend morning is because I don't have 50, I don't have 100, I don't have enough to go around for a weekend audience. It's here exclusively tonight. And you can go ahead and you can go search the internet all night tonight. You can go at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., tomorrow morning at 9. You're not going to find it. It's here and now. This quantity is far too limited. Call me now if you even think. Listen, if you call in and you go, that's way over my budget, that's fine. You can hang up and say thanks but no thanks and go on your merry evening and enjoy your Wednesday night. But I'm going to tell you right now, what you cannot do is get one if you're not on the phone lines in the next 60 seconds. Because I don't know how many everyone's getting, but if everyone's getting at least one, which I'm going to assume, you wouldn't be on the phone lines if you weren't thinking about one, then this is going to go very, very quickly. 2 in yellow gold that can ship out right away. The rest are in white gold. I've got a few of those. We've got only a few. Here's the deal. I'm not even asking for $39.99. These are colossal diamonds, especially that center, out of 3/4 carat. None of the 5-stone rings, none of the band rings that I've done in my history here at TVON, which is 9.5 years, I can speak on. I've never had this significant of a size in a diamond in a band ring. Never, never. And then again, it's modeled after the status look that's nearly $60,000 in designer retail, and it's the same thing. It's the same gold purity, it's the same diamond quality. This is what you want. And you'll wear it every day. So yes, a very important band, but important in investing into that when you know you're going to have the quality you can't get better than. You can't upgrade it. How do you upgrade something like this? And you're going to wear it every single day for a lifetime. That's the beauty of it. Take a look at it. It's not $39.99. It's not going to be. We only have a couple to go around. We're very busy on the phone lines. You will love it. They stack beautifully. If you do want to get more than one, you can, but it's not going to be $39 or even $35. And by the way, here's the other great news. It's still being offered. I kept this event. Okay, here's the true story. It was supposed to end on Sunday. 12% off was supposed to be done. Was supposed to be over on Sunday morning, the last time I saw you. I really, 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 really wanted to continue it tonight for this band. So you are also getting the 12% off, not 35, not 34, not 33. Operators, if you'll let me know, I'll let everyone else know when the current stock in the gold colors are gone. But it is not 33 or 32 or 31. And this is prior to 12%, which is saving you a big old chunk of money to get this incredible solid gold band with the best in diamonds and a 73 pointer. And then basically all the other side stones, they're right around a third of a carat. Do not miss out on it. This is the way to go. And one more time on this hand. Look at the hand. It's just so amazing. The way that looks and the way that plays and the way it goes side to side, they look huge. And this, oh, by the way, the millimeter size, it's like a 1 carat. You got a 6 millimeter in the center and slightly smaller on the sides. I'll get you the exact in just a moment. This is like you're looking at a 5 carat band. Everyone's going to assume you're wearing a 5 carat diamond band, which don't even get me started on a 5 carat diamond band price. That's not even something we want to talk about, because that would be such, the price tag would be so unbelievably high. And yeah, again, it's a 6 millimeter in the center approximately. It's hard to measure with these prongs, but the side stones are about 4.5. So again, 6 millimeter approximately in the center, 4.5 on the sides. That's why it's looking all day like a 5 carat diamond ring or thereabouts. And it's not going to be $3,099 either. We're going even lower than $3,000. But wait, I have put together some kind of value for you here already. $3,099. If we go, and this is with 12% off, and this is only happening tonight. This is why I say it all the time, never miss a show. 3 hours, 5 times a week, every week. Never miss a show. You never know what amazing, never before seen value you're going to see go by on any given show. And this is the night for my diamond lovers. And I'll tell you, all those people that miss out, they're going to be kicking themselves. I'm going to get all those emails all night, all tomorrow during the day. Everyone will say, I can't believe I missed that. Call in early and remember how important this is. There's nothing that we do better than diamonds. All the color, all the rarity, all the Paraibas, the Tanzanites, the rubies, and the sapphires, they don't compete with what we do on diamonds. When diamond values are here, they're here because we got an incredible value and we are passing that on to you. And this is not going to be $3,000 or even $29.99. These are, again, individually massive diamonds here in your side-to-side wear every day band ring. Could be your upgrade to a wedding set. Could be your anniversary band. You saw how beautifully they stack. Get to if you can, but it's not even going to be $29.99. I'll go even lower. And this is why, again, if you're not on the phone lines yet, please get there. Got to get one. You know you got to have it, and you just can't get it anywhere else. At this price tag, in this quality, even wholesale, it would cost you near 13 grand. Let's do better than 29. Let's go $2,888. And then, by the way, that magically turns into about 2,500 bucks. And that's why you get 2 of them for right around 5, or you get 3 of them for right around 75. That, or just get one, because that's really all you need is the one amazing piece. Look at this again on the hand in the white gold. That's what I'm going to recommend here. And I love my yellow. Do you have yellow? Yellow gold, and who else? Yellow. So yellow that I can move out tomorrow is gone. So again, I will offer to change any of the white gold out to yellow so you can still get the yellow gold. Just again, from here on out, don't expect it to go out tomorrow. It'd probably be a couple of days. But again, as soon as we can get that done. Look at it in the white gold there from side to side. Look at the sparkle and the snap. Which color are you getting, Jason? Are you getting a white gold or a yellow gold? Let me know though, because I still have to count overall quantity. Obviously, the yellow gold that can go out tomorrow is gone. I will offer to, you got a white gold, thank you. That's what I would get. White gold, very popular now. And again, you see what that looks like. And here again is what they look like stacked together. What a beautiful way to get immediately now 4 carats in diamonds at least. Yeah, which one? White gold over there, thank you. So at this point now, I only have 6 available, or actually, never mind, 5 available that can go out right away in white gold. That's it. So at this point, you have to hustle if you want the white gold as well, because remember, that's in grand total. Look at that together, and that's two-tone. You can see this is the white gold's up top here, and the yellow gold is second to that. And so again, please call me. We got to give it 60 final seconds. We are almost sold out. It's $25.41, by the way. That's your final price tag at checkout, $25.41 at checkout to get that amazing band. This is why it couldn't be on a weekend. It's just far too limited. Those carat weights are all very important, especially that big center stone. And yes, it's an amazing way to shop a band you will wear every day. One I've always wanted to have here, modeled after a nearly $60,000 designer band. This is the way they do it. And they kind of had like the market cornered as far as this particular graduated style. That's what they do. They just, this is how iconic they've made their wedding set, like when you would get engaged. If you go to, you know, that big fancy red box store, you know who I'm talking about, the red box gold script. If you go there and you buy one of their solitaires, and let's say you spend a fortune on that 3-carat VS quality solitaire engagement ring. This is what they always advise and recommend to go next to it, because, you know, what people don't understand is that I had a friend get engaged on Valentine's Day, and of course, you know, he got the ring, he got the big engagement ring, the big emerald cut, and he got a 5-carat emerald cut solitaire. And he didn't realize that now you got to buy a band for when you actually walk down the aisle. You got to get the band that goes next to it. So, and again, when that particular designer has when you're getting the whole suite from that designer, this is the one they recommend to go next to your solitaire as your wedding set. So that's why, again, very important piece we have. Did you say yellow gold as well? All right, so another one, white gold. All right, so yeah, we're down to it now. 3 left in the white. That's everything. 3 left just all together. 3 left that can go out. That's it. So really important time to pick it up here, and $25.41 will be your price tag at checkout. We've got that last call on this one. Thank you, everybody. We're almost sold out on that. That's going to be it. We have a very big Kunzite deal, and I have a purple Paraiba, and the funny part is they almost look identical. So if you can't quite do the price tag on a purple Paraiba, you may want to look at my Kunzite I've got. And we have a Moonstone. By the way, I just found out, I just got a little memo here, so just something to refresh our memories. The ruby pendant that was on a few minutes ago, that was not a serious bidder. So I just want to let you know here, this is available. And I know we had somebody who wanted to, you know, put in a $600 bid, but they were a little late. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you, so we had, sometimes this happens where it's not a registered viewer and they bid. 1129243 was the item number here. I'll just put it up there just for about 30 seconds. If you wanted this ruby diamond pendant, I'm just going to go ahead and basically honor the bid here. It was $5.99 because it did sell, but again, not a legitimate bidder. So we're just going to give it away for $5.99, but remind you that it also will be that extra discount. So $5.99 plus your 12%, that comes down to $5.27 and change if you would like to get that pendant. Okay, so I just want to make sure, especially for those of you that were bidding earlier, just want to make sure that you got a chance to pick that up if you'd like it. Also, there's a new Moonstone that's coming up too. We had the larger round go out earlier in the show. Have a great pear shape that's coming up as well. That's going to be on the way in a beautiful pear shape. So we've been loving the pear shapes. And so that'll be here as well. Plus anything you'd like to see recapped, we are approaching our last hour tonight. So want to make sure that you have a chance to get in on your favorites. And if anybody's interested, there's a 5.5 carat diamond bracelet. 5.5 carats, it's 3 rows, and it looks like that. So it's quite something. And that is also available in the white and the yellow. So I'm supposed to give that away tonight as well. So that's a fun one. And then of course that purple Paraiba is here. Any questions you have on requests or something that's still available, let me know. Happy to help you out there. But let's take a look at this Moonstone. 1130-158 is next. And again, that pendant is here. Take a look at this though. Another just bright as can be, multicolored designer piece here, and designer in Mother Nature's way here. Faceted Moonstone. 1130-158 is going to be our 141 faceted pear-shaped Moonstone, all the colors. It looks like the round in the colorway, just with a different shape. So it's a 141 size with 14 points in diamonds. So a lot of 1s and 4s up there, but it's still going to be that wearable. I would love to see this stacked with our Wonder Ring. It would be a really nice pairing to put with that chevron style band that we've made so famous here. But it also is going to be that miracle value. Just want to send it out here. We know we have some Moonstone lovers. The problem is, and I've had I get a lot of emails from you guys, which is great because it allows me to, really, keep kind of like a finger on the pulse of what's happening with our TVON family, what your thoughts are, what you're looking for, what we need to make going forward, what you like, all that kind of thing, and answer any questions you have. But here's the thing. So many of you have said, since I introduced maybe a couple months ago, these fancy, fabulous faceted Moonstones, a lot of you have said, I love them and they're really cool, but $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, do you have anything more affordable? The truth is there hasn't really been much that's been under that $3,000 range in our Moonstones. but it's been a request that I've been getting so often now, I wanted to prioritize that. Not that this is ever supposed to be affordable. It's a 141. It's still that same amazing facet pattern. It's got a nice heavier band. You'll notice it actually widens at the top, narrows on the side, so you've got that diamond inlay. There's some pave there on either side, just to kind of keep it also simple. There's something to be said for classics, isn't there? I know that, you know, having done this for a long time, you know, there's a lot of people who just want something really classic, especially if you're really generous and kind and you're thinking about gifting great jewelry, you're not sure where to go. Classics, you can never go wrong. Doesn't matter, you know, her personality, her age, where she lives. A classic design like this always works. But here's the deal. I got this one at an affordable price tag, but I don't know if it's affordable enough based on what I've been hearing from you all. So let's do this. I've got it for only $22.99. Want to take it lower and really want to get you on the lines quickly because you know how these go. We had a round. It was the fastest piece to sell tonight. Was the round I had in the first hour. Here's what I'll do on this one. Take a look at it on my hand just to give you a little familiarity with the size. Like I said, you could stack it, wear it next to Wonder rings or really a lot of different bands it would work with. Please just get your true size on it and it'll fit beautifully. That's what it looks like from a distance. It does have a pinky purple, like a real pretty neon pinky purple glow to the outside, which I think is fabulous. And we're going to blow it out, and nobody's on the lines yet. Let's go right back up close and take a good look. And also one more thing, you can change the gold. Now, please understand, if you order a yellow gold or a rose gold, I can't quite ship it to you tomorrow first thing because right now it's in the white. So it just takes some time to put it in a different gold color for you. But I'm happy to do it on this one because I look at this as an opportunity. In all the times I brought you these faceted moonstones, there has not been one this affordable. So I want to make something special happen here. I want to give you an opportunity you don't normally get. I want to make it affordable, and therefore I want you to have the full complement of your wishes. I want you to have your gold color choice and your size and the great moonstone for an affordable price tag. So here's how we do it. It's not 22. It's not 2,000. Nobody's on the lines yet. This is going to get interesting. And I have a feeling, just pair it up with 2 hours of a Wednesday night when we kind of have a good idea of what's going on or what's not going on. So I think what we need to do is take this a lot lower than even $19.99, which was a great plan, but not going to be enough to get the job done tonight. So instead, you're not paying $19. We need a caller, and quickly. And trust me when I tell you, this will be an amazing, never before seen value on a moonstone. Still the private collection, still that great facet pattern, still all the colorways you see there, and it won't be 15. Oh, and there's still a 12% off. I wanted to make sure I insisted that continue tonight because I really wanted to bring you value, mostly on that band, but also everything else and anything else you shop for tonight. We got an hour left to do it. So instead of 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You can't even buy a band. So this is what not a lot of people understand. If you've been watching for a long time, it can be a detriment because we always see these great price tags. The gold world today dictates that where gold's at, that means you have at least $2,800 per band now. It used to be, just a few months back, it was $2,000 for a band, just to make a band. So anytime you have a band ring of average size, there's $2,000 in the gold. Then anything you add to it, diamond center stones, and then technically the workmanship I should be charging for, none of that really factors in when you're at an under $2,000 price tag. It's like all that's free. And with that said, it's also the top of the hour. So if you just turned on TVON, this is where you need to know that we got a big moonstone moment here. And it kicks off our last hour of our Wednesday. We're doing a little Mardi Gras party. So our Mardi party is here with 12% off for the next hour. So you can take anything you'd like, take advantage of that savings, get what you're thinking about from earlier in the show as well. But let's go lower than $15.99. Let's go even lower than 14 or 13 or 12. What a welcome into our last hour of a Wednesday night. Come on in, let's party together. We got the rings, and if anything feels like a party in a gem, it has got to be the Moonstone. It has got to be the fancy facet pattern of a glorious moonstone that has every color of the rainbow and then some. And this almost ethereal, like iridescence, like it's almost like you take the luster of a pearl. Does anybody know pearls? You've seen a pearl before. And a really good pearl will give you that softness of a luster where it's not just white and it's not just ivory, but instead it has a little bit of glow. This stone, it's like combining every color of the rainbow and then with the luster of a pearl and then with some, goodness gracious, like snap of a diamond. The snap of the round brilliant diamonds we saw in that last band ring, it's like that exists as well. And you put it all together, which is why it's such a unique opportunity. Probably why every moonstone I put up in the last few months is gone and quickly. Yet you've been emailing me and Facebook messaging and Instagram DMing and doing all that and saying, and don't worry, I'm not addicted to social media. Oh, I abhor it. I really do. But anyway, but it's a nice thing to have to reach out, because otherwise, how would we talk? How would you reach out? How would you have that ability? So here's what we do. It's, yeah, you've been telling me you want something more affordable. I'm making it happen with the magic of just a Wednesday night. A Wednesday night when I feel like we just need to do something really incredible and you're going to respond. And you don't want to spend 14 and we got the 12% off still going on for you. So you get a better value than ever you could get on the band by itself. If you pare it down to its most basic foundation, you could not buy the gold band for this price. I mean it, and we're going to blow it out now. It's not 14. 13, 12, about as affordable as I can make a ring these days. On this show is $12.99. We've seen it several times tonight. You're not even spending 12, and you still got a full open runway here. There's nobody in front of you. You have a wide open lane to just come on in, because the first caller is going to get it. And as we welcome in our last hour, this is usually when some people just tune in for the first time, and we get an hour with you. And here's what we have instead of 12 or 11, or I'm really pushing the envelope here with value, but I want to hear those phones ring. That's what I am addicted to. I am addicted to the phones ringing, because it means if they do, I'm giving you a value you love. I'm giving you something that's too good to be true. And that's what this is. It's not even 11 or $10.99. This is a solid gold ring in a moonstone that is fantastic. And I'll blow it out right now for $999. We have an hour left in the show. You let me know what you'd like to see. Wide open for you. Whatever you'd like to see on the show, you get the moonstone. You might as well give us a request while you're there on the phone lines. We'd love to hear from you. What would you like to see? What price point are you looking for? What carat weight do you need? What stone are you loving these days? That's how you do it. But $879 is actually the price you pay. You're not even paying $999. You don't pay anywhere near that. You pay $879. That's because of the 12% off. 12%, weird number. I know, it's easier. You guys loved it more at 10% off. Why? Why? You save more with 12% off. It's a bigger percentage. It's the biggest ever. So that's why you want to take advantage of it. $879 for the ring. All right, we'll give it 60 seconds. We're going to move on. There's a star ruby. There's a purple Paraiba. We have a great big Kunzite, a huge aquamarine, diamond bracelets, your request, one Tanzanite ring as well. And there's also even an earring that is way too much money. All right, so I want to show those because, yeah, I can't put my heart and soul in that. But I can get behind this big Kunzite we got, because the Kunzite that we have looks a lot like a purple Paraiba. There's going to be more money. And maybe you like that look and just want to achieve that look. I've got it in a Kunzite. So we'll bring that out. Showed you the pear-shaped purple Paraiba earlier. And we still haven't yet presented in full or given it a great drop in price, but we do have a Kunzite that's magical. So we'll see that on the way. And then, Jason, you did not take the Moonstone? Okay, request. Just a fabulous happy Mardi Gras comment. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tell me, what was it? Uh-huh. Just what? Oh, really? Oh, no, a never mind call? Oh, no. Uh-oh, I was looking for the pizza delivery. Oh, no. How did I end up calling the Home Shopping Network? Oh, no. Oh, that one, too, not like TVON. Welcome in, guys. And again, last hour's here. I got boxes and boxes and boxes. Boxes of jewelry. What would you like? I mean, this is where, again, you got like options here. Anything in diamond bracelets, anything that really you find, again, what's on your radar tonight? What would you like to do to treat yourself? We've got a Moonstone. That's concerning if the Moonstone is still here. The Moonstone's $879 at checkout for a solid gold gorgeous ring. So that's really fabulous. I know we get that, Jason, people always like to check, like, this couldn't be really live. Like, I'm going to call that number and I'm going to be connected to like a phone bank in Indonesia somewhere. And it's going to be like, okay, you know, sure, that show's not live. That's an infomercial, you know, but no, we're live. We're here for you. It's why you can make requests and why we want to hear from you and find out what you're looking for tonight. It's Wednesday. It's 7:05 out here on the West Coast. We're glad to have you with us. We were glad to see the sunshine today. I don't know how you people that put up with rain every day do it, because we had rain for like 4 days straight in record amounts, and it was, I don't know, it makes me sad. It makes me a little sad, so I was happy. I'm solar powered, so I was happy to see some sun today. And don't worry, we'll get more rain tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know, the whole weather world has gone a little crazy. But take a look at this. So does this remind you something? Because earlier tonight I showed you this. Don't they kind of look alike? A little bit. And I know they're different stones, and I can tell you hours and hours and hours of dissertation about why they're different. But being that the purple Paraiba on the right side of your screen is a little bit more money, like to the tune of closer to 10 grand, if you want that similar look and you care less about the stone and what actually its chemical makeup is, and you care more about the aesthetics, which just means what it looks like, then I would maybe recommend the Kunzite, because the Kunzite on the left side is going to be a lot less money. And it's got a new markdown today. So if you want purple Paraiba, that's a really rare stone and it's a great value. But if you like something that just gives that look, and it's also, might I add, a little cleaner, then I would go with 112-8182. Again, welcome in. It's our last 53 minutes of the show. So if there's anything at all I can help you with, besides do you want a medium, large, pepperoni on one side, sausage on the other, whatever, like that I can't help you with, but I can help you with jewelry. So that's what we're offering tonight, and we have got it all, again, beautifully done with these values like never before. So 112-8182 is the number. It's our 844 pear shape. It has a 129 diamond weight. You know that big Paraiba I just showed you? This is really close to even the diamond weight. It's a much larger stone. It's 844. Compare that to the 378. It also has a diamond weight of 129. That's pretty impressive as well. 129 versus the 188. So bigger stone in the center, lots of diamond weight to go with it. Solid white gold is how it stays. Now we get to have a little party with the price tag. Nothing we love better than dropping a big old Kunzite. Let's take a look at how it's going to look from, do you guys want to see it on the hand? Because it's pretty big. And I don't want that shock, because I've had a return a couple of times where, and you know, that's a big, I pride myself in not having any returns, because it means that I'm doing my job well. And I take a lot of pride in that, because, you know, I want like less than 2%. And that's because the only time pieces come back is because it's, whoa, that was too big for me. That's too big a stone. So I just want to make sure you see it on the hand just to gauge the size, because this is one of the larger rings of the entire inventory, certainly in the length, in the size of the stone, but also in that diamond weight that's so well done. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a few pieces from earlier on their way out. This is, again, that time of night when pieces start to go from earlier in the show as well as you play catch up. But if you'd like to get this one, not $69.99 anymore. Going a lot lower than that. Happy, happy Wednesday. Happy everything. There's a lot going on this time of year. And as we get ready for all the fabulous springtime, yes, spring, it will be here, and you think about, okay, so many parties and occasions, so many events and special. What do I want to have in the jewelry collection that's going to help me feel a little more special, look a little more special? Oh, hi. Just hanging out over here doing nothing, but I'm going to tidy up here some things, because I know we have pieces going, so I'm putting them to the side. So again, if it looks odd that I'm over here, that's what I'm doing. Sold stuff's over here, products over here, and then, you know, yeah, I hang out wherever I need to hang out. But it's how I get my steps in. Okay? $69.99. If only I was holding a phone to keep track of it, right? I just guess I need to wear one of those fitness watches, but it wouldn't exactly fit the aesthetic of TVON, would it? All right, so here's what we'll do. Maybe that's what I need to do. Create like fine jewelry bands for those fitness trackers and those fitness watches and those smart watches, and make like, do we want high-end versions of those? Perhaps I could do it. But here's what we'll offer on this one if you like it. It's under $3,000 for a mighty, mighty fine, big-time piece of jewelry here. Under $3,000. I'll go 20. You know what? Skip 29. Let's keep going. 29, 28, maybe 27 sounds better. 26 sounds better. I'm going to go even lower than that. We'll make it $25.99. For the record, if you did want the purple Paraiba, it's going to be way more. And for a smaller stone, half the size. So I would say, and purple Paraibas are very important, but this is a way to get the very same look, visually, that same kind of purple-pink mixture, that really special neon that you have, and yet it's $25.99 plus your discount. You're 12% off, which is going to add up in savings like we like to see. So congrats if you go ahead and get it. That's one only, of course. It does stay in the white gold. So that'll be, I want to remind you of some of those Tanzanite pendants we had earlier. We also had an assortment of pieces for $12.99, so I'll show you a couple of those options as well, if that's what you're looking for. We had some great rubies also here, really important rubies. I mean, outstanding 2-carat plusers in rubies as well. So lots and lots of jewelry still hanging out here for you. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in specifically. We can bring it out, show it to you by request, but $25.99 for that very large Kunzite, and it is something special. And then again, requests are welcome. We haven't had too many of those. And everything, by the way, the one request I did have was the rubies, the triple rubies. They're all still here. So if you liked some of those rubies, but you were waiting for the requester out of politeness, you can go ahead and grab those because I don't think our requester's taking them. And by the way, this is $22.87 at checkout. So fully, very different price tag than what you see up there. And if you like an aqua, we are 9 days away from the month of March. I do have a big aqua. Look at that, $19.99 for the aqua, $29.99 for the star ruby. I'm just going to put up some jewelry and see what you like. I've got, you know what, a Sorari piece here. We haven't seen Sorari in a bit. We're done. No more Sorari coming in. At least that's what I've been told. So again, but that's one of our knot designs here. It's like a little love knot ribbon design. That is $12.99, 95 points of multicolored diamonds. Look at this aqua. If you want a more affordable aqua, I have one here. Let's have our aquas go on the right side of your screen. There's that really cool contemporary aqua design. That one's in platinum. Actually, that's a 341. The aqua in the platinum in the front is going to be larger than the aqua in the back. It's a 270 in the back. It's a 341 in the front. If you want the 341, $12.99. I know, you're going, what's going on? Why is she throwing up jewelry? I just want to show you what's here. Show you what's here. Find something you love. I don't know what it is, but I know that if we put up enough jewelry, there's going to be something that resonates with our collectors out there. There's that. That's a Kunzite Asher cut from earlier. That one's $12.99. So is this huge turquoise. So consider nothing on this wheel is going to be over $3,000. It's $29.99 or less just for, and we got a lot of, it feels like a theme here. There's a lot of blues, there's a lot of pink, there's a lot of purple, and there's a lot of turquoise. So all of those options, $29.99 or less, but there's only one ring up there that's $29.99. That'd be the star ruby. Everything else is significantly less than that. So there are some real beauties up there. I'll walk you through what's what. Some you've seen presented in full, some you haven't. I think for those that just tuned in, you haven't seen any of them. So we'll talk about what's there because we have several options for $12.99. They would be the turquoise, the diamond ring from Sorari, the aquamarine in the oval that's in the foreground, and also the Kunzite. Everything I just pointed out there, basically everything in this front row, from the Kunzite to the aqua oval, is $12.99. In the back, it's $29.99, $25.99, and $19.99 for the aqua in the background. So I'm going to give this wheel a couple of minutes because with all these values and then, of course, the discount of 12%, just going to find something you love. If anybody knows any like estheticians or cosmetologists or anybody that works in like the beauty industry, a spa, look at this. This is a morganite in a literal lips shape. It's like, yeah, the shape of lips. It's faceted that way, and it's got the diamonds around it. I can give that away for like $6.99 if you like it. Just give a great deal on that rose gold. It stays in the rose gold, which matches the morganite, so just a little option there. And then we have also, I've got a cat's eye chrysoberyl. I'll just keep putting up jewelry, show you, see what catches your eye here. There's a cat's eye. It's in a pendant, and this cat's eye with chain. This one's kind of cool. This is the fun part. Just like, let's see what you like. You know, let's see who's with us. See if I throw up anything that you like here. And if you like the cat's eye, it's a 95 pointer and 18 karat gold with a chain with diamonds. And that's $9.99 for a cat's eye chrysoberyl. We could get to those big diamond bracelets, which are triple row tennis bracelets. I also have a really important, this is Tanzanite, one only bracelet. We never see that. It's a bracelet with 3 emerald cuts. Paper clip link, baguette diamonds with your Tanzanite emerald cuts. That whole bracelet is under $1,500 for a Tanzanite bracelet in solid gold. So everything 12% off, 60 seconds left on this wheel, please, and we will move along. And then you also have, look at these gorgeous florals in earrings, yellow diamond florals in an earring. They would look great with any of your Sorari pieces that we've had of late, anything with those multicolored, or if you have a larger yellow diamond ring perhaps, There's a yellow diamond. They're pear shapes, 5 of them together. That's an earring with a center post and butterfly back. That'd be beautiful. And that's going to be under what? We're going to do something crazy on that. $14.99 for the earrings. So everything's still $29.99 or less. That means you would not pay, you wouldn't pay anything more than $26.39 for anything up there, because you got to remember the discount that happens as well. The discount that is on the way, that big, big discount. You know what else I love as a recap? This is that stunning fancy cut Tanzanite we had earlier. It's a 6 carat plus, it's $29.99 right there. That is the, that's the kind of like a modified emerald cut, if you will. It's tapered a little bit with the white diamonds up top. That's also $29.99. So that one we did see earlier. We have 2 left from a Tanzanite trio. There's the big star ruby. You let me know what you like up here, $29.99 or less, and we'll just sit here until they all go. I'm looking around. I've got like 800 pieces in front of me. These are the best values. I mean, it's easy to see the best values, and they're all right up here. Because again, when you're looking for something really exquisite and different and bold, well, you want a great deal too, and that's what we have here. Plus, there's also this Paraiba. It's a purple Paraiba heart shape. It's a pendant I showed you earlier. This one is also going to be $15.99 for a purple, and look at how that looks great with the Kunzite there. And that's only $15.99. Yes? The Kunzite? On the hand again. You got it. We were just presenting this in full before I started this big wheel, and take a look at that Kunzite again. That is $25.99 before your discount. Item number on that Kunzite, I don't have it right in front of me, but I can. 8182, and it's 844 in that Kunzite. Now take a look at the different light that goes through that stone as well, so you can see how lively it is, how bright it is. That's amazing. And remember, that comes down to a much better price. You're saving about 300 bucks on the piece, in addition to the savings that I just gave you at $25.99. That'll be $22.87. And it's our 844. And it looks like a purple Paraiba. Yes. Yes, the other Kunzite, very different. Different color, different shape, different size. 18 karat gold would be the big difference there as well. Same stone, different colorways. They're both Kunzite. This one far more saturated. This is the Asher cut that's in the 18 karat gold with the diamonds mounted all along the sides. This one's only $12.99, as it should be less. It should be, because it's a carat 56 Asher cut. But it does have a lot of great diamonds, 69 points, and the diamonds go all the way around the side profile as well. You get some details on the side profile in the pave work. You get some channel set diamonds that are larger, round, brilliant, set on the sides. Again, $25.99, $12.99. This one turns out to be $22.87. This one turns out to be $11.43. And that's a lot of numbers and a lot of math, but gives you values no matter what. And we'll go back to the wheel. There's the big Kunzite in the most saturated color, and there is our other option in the 18 karat gold Asher cut. $14.99, $12.99, $12.99, $12.99, $29.99, $29.99, $25.99, $19.99, $12.99. Yes. Tanzanite bracelet. I'll get you a length and we'll get you a look at it. It's adjustable, but the maximum length on the bracelet would be 7 inches. Completely adjustable, meaning you could go smaller than that, as small as you'd like, because every link in the bracelet offers you a closure. So here's what it looks like from a distance away. There's the Tanzanite bracelet. 3 different emerald cut stones, alternating with baguette diamonds in a what we call a paper clip link of 14 karat solid gold. Item number on the bracelet is 1129389. And it's in a lobster claw closure. So you see how any of these links could be used as a closure, and then here's your lobster claw, that's your clasp. And then you can use any of the links on the other side. So that's why it's 7 inches maximum, but you could make it 6, 6.5, 6 1/4, 5, whatever you want to do. Just depends, and then you would have a little bit of excess if you use any of these other links. You would have a little bit of drape to your chain. So that is the bracelet. All right, coming up. No, nobody on anything on that wheel. Really? A lot of $12.99 options. Nothing over $26.39. Sorari's up there. Gorgeous natural yellow diamonds. Big turquoise, 2 great kunzites, 4 carat plus star ruby, 2 aquas, 6 carat plus pendant and tanzanite. Fancy cut, you name it, we got it. If anybody likes the little morganite lips ring, we've got that too. Let me show you a tanzanite deal in a ring. We're going to clear that wheel. Just want to make sure if no one has questions, those go straight to melt after the show ends. So at 8 o'clock tonight, which is only 39 minutes from right now, those all begin the melt process. We take the stones out, we take the diamonds out, and then we melt the gold so we can repurpose that gold to make jewelry going forward for you. That's how we get around the gold prices of today. So if you're wondering why are your prices so much less than everybody else's, that's a big reason why. Is again, being your own manufacturer, you've got some leeway in how you develop pieces, and we do develop our own outside of a Sorari design here and there, like you see offered up there on that wheel in the multicolored diamond knot ring or the love knot style. But again, if you have any questions on anything up there, please let me know. They're too fabulous to stay here, and I don't want to see them melted, especially at prices like $12.99 or $12.99 or $12.99. Or you can get the earrings for $14.99. They're pretty fabulous. Earrings in yellow diamonds. This one's also $12.99, which is a huge aqua. That's a very large aqua stone. It's a 341. It's in platinum. It's got that really big diamond. Also, we have this aqua. If you want to go with just a larger overall ring, it's only $19.99 for that other aqua. I'll tell you, the buy of the day has got to be this Kunzite, the 844 with the huge diamond weight, 129. Come on, that's amazing. That's going to be like $22.50 at checkout. Incredible. Then we got our star ruby, 4 carats plus in a star ruby. Doesn't happen anywhere else. We're doing that for $29.99. Then our fancy cut Tanzanite pendant. It is a 6 carat 14, gorgeous red flashes. Yep, gone. All right, not gone, but I'm moving aside. I just got to show you, I don't know what it is that's going to resonate tonight, but I know that Kunzite deal is 8182, and it should be gone. That's a really fantastic value at $22.43, I think it was, at checkout. It's amazing. Just amazing for that Kunzite. That's got to go. It's got to go. We got a Tanzanite coming up you haven't seen yet. We can show it to you next, or let me know if you have any questions on anything you saw. I'm giving them all to melt. They're going to ping. They're going to melt. She's our head jeweler. She's ready to take them away. Let me know what you like, and I'll wrestle her for them. She's very strong, but I don't think she's as strong as I am. She's a workout gym rat like I am too, but let me tell you, I don't think she got me beat. So I think I could probably wrestle a ring away from her. I do. I think I could. I think I could. So here we go. Nobody else? That's it? All right, let's keep moving. I got a Tanzanite to show you. It's 1130675. Yes. The Peridot pendant from earlier. Gone. First item of the Mardi Gras show. Jason, what are you taking over there? Very busy on the phone lines. Oh, they're asking about the 403 star ruby. Jason, I can put it up with graphics. Let me put that up for you so you can see 1112. It's a 112, 1112 star ruby, 403, diamonds everywhere, carat 18. If you're waiting on hold, bear with us. Not a lot of operators here tonight. So take a look at this one. That's going to be in the white gold only, size for whatever you need, and that is $29.99 for the star ruby, a 4 carat. Now, you saw earlier tonight I had 2 carat and carat 77 rubies. My carat 77 and 2 carat faceted rubies were all $49.99 or $44.99. This one's 4 carats with an asterism, and it's $26.39 at checkout. That to me seems like a good value. Because it is a good value. It doesn't just seem like it, it is. So congratulations on the pendant. Thank you. That Peridot pendant from earlier is gone. We'll see if you have any other requests before our 35 minutes is up. But that's all the time we have tonight. 35 minutes. I see you tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, God willing. So I hope you can join me, and we'll keep our really fabulous week in February going, right? February's almost over though. This big month of fabulous festive celebrations for February is almost over. We want to make sure we get all your favorites from the inventory. And again, everything gets one last shot from the inventory. We have brand new as well. Like what I'm gonna bring you a great looking ring that I actually had the yellow gold mounting ready. So if you did want this next Tanzanite in yellow gold, We're going to help you with that, and very, very quickly. So there's the star ruby. Here's our Tanzanite. Now, we haven't seen this one yet tonight, but it is awfully pretty. And let me see if I can give it a little better polish for you. It's 113-0675. Now, we only have 34, so come on, let's go. We got a lot of pieces to get to. If you want to see anything from the inventory, we could stay all night with requests. You know, we can always go overtime, too. Like if you just hang out online with us, as some people do, and you want to just make a request, doesn't need to be before 8 o'clock. It could be right after. But again, why not take this time we have? 34 minutes. Let me know what you'd like to see. But this is really special. It's a 3-carat 21. It's a true cushion cut. This is a little different than most Tanzanites, just because, yes, you're getting a 3-carat 21, very wearable size, but it's also, we did not use simply basic diamond accents here. They're really large individual diamonds on either side. Very special individual diamonds. These diamonds are pear shapes. There are 4 of them, and that grand total is 47 points. Now, I also have the yellow gold mounting ready to go. So if you would prefer, if you're saying it's perfect, Lolo, it's perfect, but I just need in yellow gold, we can do that tomorrow and still get it out to you in the yellow gold quickly. So let me know if you'd rather have the yellow, because I have the yellow ready to go. The mounting is here. So I can just have our amazing jewelers take that center stone and put it into the yellow gold mounting, and it can still go out right away. So it's white or yellow is what I'm trying to say. It's the kind of just super explanatory way to say white or yellow. But it's also 14 karat solid, and it's also a 321, and it also gives you diamond weight of 47 points, which means, you know this, on average, those stones, very important, about 12 pointers a piece. And I don't know what's going to happen here in these last couple minutes, but I know this. If my Kunzite is still here, I'm going to keep showing it till it goes. And my star ruby is still here. And you look at all those 12.99, I'm challenged here with an issue. And not knowing exactly, I just know that better values usually equate to more activity. And so if I can take our $49.99 Tanzanite ring that goes completely and perfectly side to side with those diamonds on the hand, as you'll see right now, and we're going to make this really interesting. Come on in. I've got to find a way to move some jewelry, and we have 32 minutes to do it. So it's come down to this. And I'd like it to be our very favorite Tanzanite. I think we got some Tanzanite lovers out there. I sure hope so. I know if you have one, you already love them, but that's kind of the issue. So many people have them at this point. Remember, when our Blue Wing Museum Reserves are done, there are no more Tanzanites on this show. Can we just make sure everybody is aware of that? Because I think that that is a staggering statement that's going to come to us as a surprise to many. When our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves are gone, which could be at any day now, there will be no Tanzanites offered on this network. And that is because simply this: I refuse to bring you low quality stones at more money. That doesn't equate to value. If it's a lower quality stone at more money than what I offered you the best quality for, that makes no sense. That is not a value. You want a lot of quality, low price. A little bit of quality, high price, let's leave that to everybody else. Thank you very much. There's plenty of that out there. That's not going to be new. That's not fresh. That's not different. What's different and new is giving you the best quality the world has ever seen out of one mine and giving it away at an incredible price tag. Now that sounds like a TVON way to do things. But it also means I can't stick with $49.99. That's not going to work, especially on this Marty party on Wednesday night. Let's go even crazier. White or yellow, in your size, shipped to the doorstep for free. And how about a bet? You know what? Let me do this. Just put it on the auction block. Got to put it on the auction block. It's a 321. And while everybody else is doing plated metals and sterling silvers and stainless steels and everything else, I think we're getting that situation where I think when that's all you see anywhere, it's hard to think about it in terms of comparison. And again, I really don't like to make comparisons, and I don't talk about competition really, because I don't really think there is any. I mean, competitor means theoretically it's somebody who's doing what you do. I think that what we do is very separate and individual and unparalleled to what else is out there. Because again, the 10 years ago or today, the last thing the world needs is another shopping network. I mean, really, unless you can do something nobody else does. And this business has been around for 38, 40 years in the US of A, and, really doesn't need another one unless you can do and provide something nobody else can. And we are still doing exactly that. And this is the proof of it. And instead of $49.99, I'm going to put it on the auction block. And where should we start? How about, I think for $45 or for $4,000, as great a savings as that is, I'm going to take it even lower. We're going to get these lines locked, really busy, not even $4,000 or $35. For the record, it'll be a $10 increment, and we will still save you 12%. So when you win it, you get to immediately take 12% off. It's not a coupon you use a month later. It's not a credit that you use if you spend $10,000 8 months from. No, none of that. Listen, I'm a shopper. I've seen every gimmick out there because I'm a shopper just like you are. And I love saving money just like you do. And I love high quality. And it's fair to say you do too. So to get all the good stuff and get it at a small price tag and get savings and discounts and extras and this and that, that's tough to do. But I don't have anything going on at $3,000. And that is a bit surprising. So here's what I'll do at 35 or 3. And you know what? It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I'm going to try it and just roll the dice, put it out there, and go with the Field of Dreams concept that when low prices things cheap, you guys respond. And that is what we're going to do because it's a challenge. It's a challenge to see who's ready to get a Tanzanite discount like no other, even historically when, yes, I've had this material every day of my life. Every show I've done for 7.5 years. We have specialized in nothing but the best. Nothing but the elite level, best of the best that's ever been mine. And now we're going lower than $3,000. I want to hear those phones ring. I know we can do this. We can get it done, guys. Not even $3,000. How about $2,500? Remember this too. There's big diamonds. Those are 12 pointers a piece. They are not small stones. Those are hardly accents. This is a different deal. And no, we got nothing at 25 either. Well, I'm already well below cost, and that's even before your 12% off. So that seems a little like a problem. So we'll keep on going. Let's keep going. Let's go to not 25, 24, 23, 22. 21, let's go. $2,000 to start. Let's make this happen. $2,000, and FYI, if you were to take, let's just say $2,000 comes in, we get a bid, let's say you win it. That is another savings that is quite important because after, let's say your win happens, you get your operator say, congratulations, miss, you got it. That is not even what you're paid. You're going to be at $1,760 on a museum reserve Tanzanite, 3 carats plus, big old diamonds, and $2,000. Let's get it going. Reminder, we still have a couple of pendants left in the Tanzanite fancy cuts. We are going to show you, I don't know what after this. Who knows? This is meant to get a lot of people on the phone lines with the discounting you have here. $2,000 and the potential to discount at 12% from there. That is far under cost just if anybody is keeping score at home. It is far below the cost you would ever see. And we are ready to show you, you know what, I'll do an Imperial topaz real quick. Let me give away some, I'm looking for things we haven't seen. So we haven't had Imperial, certainly haven't had a Trapeche emerald. I got a big time aquamarine. Let me show some other things here. If we're not into the Tanzanites, I should know that already. There's a couple of pendants that are already hanging out. That's unusual. So let's do this. We'll skip the Tanzanite. Tell you what, if anybody wants that, it's $19.99. Just do it. Just do it. That way we can, if there is a bid, because I know someone just dialed in, if there is a bid, they don't even have to bid. They can just say $19.99 done. And that way it's even better in the price. So yeah, just $19.99. By the way, that'll come down to $17.59 and change. So first caller gets it. Done and gone, hopefully, in 60 seconds, and then you know what, we'll melt it. And then I've got some other pieces to show you. But yeah, forget the bidding. We don't have that kind of time anymore because I look up the clock, I see 25 minutes left, and I'm just going to show you some other things. Because I haven't quite hit that nerve yet of what we're looking for. So whoever wants this can have it. $19.99, and you get to change the gold color too. If you'd rather have yellow, I'm doing it for you. Free. And it won't take like months to do. It'll take like a day. I don't even know if it'll take that long. Yellow or white? Whichever you prefer. $1,759. $1,759 at checkout. Come on now. That's nuts. That is just, I mean, what are we doing? It's a Wednesday. If that's not a reason to mark your calendar and set an alarm every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, meaning weird things happen on Wednesday. Weird Wednesdays, yes. And by the way, I'll mention this too. If you love a Weird Wednesday, we're going to do a show, I hope, on April 1st. And the reason I bring it up is because it will be a Wednesday night, April 1st. And I'm just going to say nothing more than that. I'm getting a millimeter size. They're like, well, how big is it? Because it looks big. I agree. It's the millimeter size on this one is width-wise, wow, you are living right with this one. It's an 8 by 10. Whew, 8 by 9.5. 8 by 9.5. I'll try it on again while we're at it. So I just gave the millimeter size here. 8 wide by 9.5 tall. That's incredible. Incredible. Isn't that great? 1759. So April 1st, special day, special show. I know it's like eons away, but just gonna put it out there. April 1st, Wednesday night, 5 to 8. Be with me. Andy, did that help you out with the millimeter size? Okay. What color are we thinking? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem with, or Jason, are you thinking yellow? Okay. I'm just going to show this Imperial. Yeah. Okay. Color. That's going to be a problem. You guys will have to sort that out. Take a look at this. 1127944. Here we go. That is interestingly enough, we saw a gorgeous Padparadscha earlier tonight that was unheated. It was 1 carat. This also looks like a Padparadscha. It looks like the ideal blend of pink and orange together, but it's in an even more rare, exotic stone. It's an Oro Preto Imperial topaz. That is definitely mais fino. Mais fino means the best. Literally it translates to most fine in Portuguese, which is what they speak in Brazil. And so no, it's not Spanish, it's Portuguese, and yet that means most fine, which is not proper grammar, but it just is how they say the best. So this is mais fino. And they know that, and they could exclaim that the second it comes out of the ground, because when you have the rough material, there is no treatment to this stone. That color is the color derived from the ground. Yeah, it's going to look a little prettier after. It's like no different than us. We might wake up and we look gorgeous, but it's going to help if we brush our hair and maybe brush our teeth, put a little bit of makeup on. This is think of the makeup as the faceting and the polishing. All gems outside of raw specimens are going to be faceted and polished, and that enhances their natural beauty. So that's what this is, completely natural. There's no heating, there's no irradiation, there's no treatment. It's just faceted and polished. And yet it's able to give this perfect, what is idyllic color for a Padparadscha, but in its rare topaz form, which is the precious topaz. So it's our 186 oval, 48 points in diamond, set in platinum. One heck of a deal is coming up right now on a rare as rare can be stone. It's also one source. We just came off a beautiful Tanzanite value. That is a stone that is known and recognized for that being one source. This is also a one source stone, but there's been far less Imperial topaz ever mined than Tanzanite. Tanzanite was 1960, there's debate. Was it 67? Was it 68? It was the late 60s. Suffice it to say it was the late 60s. So it hasn't even been around near even 100 years. And yet there's still a production, an active production. The Imperial you can't say that for. The Imperial's one source, but there's been so little of it. And really, when they say the mine is operational, I can tell you, knowing the mine owner and speaking to him every couple of weeks as I do, this is not something that there's ever been in recent years, ever been a tremendous yield. It's been, when they say it's open and operational, they're really speaking of, they'll be talking about a yield. Some years have yielded no more than 100 carats total weight of rough. 100. Think of this stone, that's 2 carats. 2 carats out of 100. 100 carats of material in a year. That's been more on what they've been seeing. They've been very strategic. It's almost like they're rationing it a bit. It's like they're not going in full bore and just getting everything out because they want to prolong it a bit. I mean, if you want the true story about it, I think that's what they're really doing. That's their philosophy. But again, what a rare stone to get. And this one's under $2,000. Huge stone, ideal color. And the stone, the whole piece is under $2,000. It's not even $19.99. So a major moment here for an Imperial topaz lover. I mean, really, November's birthstone, originally it was replaced with citrine because that was the easier one to get. That kind of gave us a golden color. And think of the citrines, you know. That's the typical color of Imperial, is just yellow. Just yellow, golden yellow. This is why this particular stone is so important, is because it has that pinky golden orange element. That's a very big deal. And it's not even $19.99. Let's go lower. We got to move jewelry for 19 more minutes. Let's do it. Not even 19, not 18, not even $17.99. This is a big time value. First caller gets it, $17.77. Less 12% as well. So you get a really big value here. I mean, that's going to be down to $15.63 at checkout for that one and only of our Imperial topaz, nearly 2 carats. And here's what it looks like on the hand. Really fabulous value there. That's a good one, isn't it? Look at that stone. The color saturation. I mean, you cannot even make, is it more pink? Is it more orange? It really is like a blend of the 50 and 50. You get a really nice blend there. Really good mixing of those colors. So that'll be $15.63. Just felt like throwing an Imperial topaz into the mix. We have a huge aqua. This is an aquamarine, getting you ready for March here with that March birthstone that is so beloved. 10, 7, wow. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know how many people have been with me for all 9.5 years. But when I first started here, there was a 16-carat Paraiba. And about once every couple of months, I would bring it out just to show it, just to kind of, it was kind of like flexing your gem muscle. And it was literally just a show and tell piece. No one was ever going to buy it. It was just kind of a, hey, look what we got. It was a fun piece to show, and everyone, this reminds me so much of that stone, because this aqua has a little bit of that, like ever so slight little bit of aqua color, where it's not just blue. It feels a little bit like an aqua green, aqua blue green. It's really pretty. It reminds me so much of that stone. This one is not quite 16 carats, but close, 1017. 112-7141 is the number. And that's a platinum setting with a 10 carat 17 pear shape. And I think that Imperial is going. Just got very busy on the phone lines here. So with the delay, I think that's what's happening. Definitely grab that Imperial. But here is our aqua 10 carat 17 stone with a 22-point diamond weight. It's in platinum. It stays in platinum. And it's got a new markdown right now. It will officially be the lowest price I've ever seen on a 10 carat plus aqua here or anywhere else. And I've been doing this a long time. And I've even been, obviously, TV isn't the only place I've sold jewelry either. I'm someone who has several businesses and also makes my own jewelry, but also I've been an auctioneer at major auction houses as well, that I've been lucky enough when I can get to New York for a couple of hours here and there, or I've done auctions here in the Bay Area, here in Carmel, I mean, wherever it is. I've been able to offer numerous big aquas, but there has never been one priced this way. And it's not like this is some okay, mediocre type quality. It's not the color of that wall. No, no, no. Most aquas are. They're like colorless. They might as well be just clear or white. This has got that beautiful, true aqua. That's how I would describe it. It's an aqua. It's got a little bit of secondary green to the blues. So it really just has this magical tone to it. And it's massive. Look at this on the hand. It was $69.99. Now it is not. I'm going to show it to you what I feel like is the upright perspective there. I mean, look at that. Practically knuckle to knuckle on my hand. And yet we're going to go a lot lower than 69, 59, 49, 39, or 29. End of the show is here. We got 15 minutes to make magic happen. Let's do a little Mardi Gras magic here. Why not? Not even 29 or 28 or 27. It's a 1017. That's a good one. And it will not be even 26 or 25. It's just enormous. And that is such a precious stone when it comes to the Sierra Santa Marias. Look at it this way as well. It's in platinum. We can change the ring size for you. If you don't need a 5.5, no problem. We can change that for you. This actually may be a 5. Either way, we can change that for you. It's no problem, but it's not even $25.99. Let's go all crazy. Let's go $24.99 and then an extra 12% off. So that'll be $21.99. One color only on that one, please. And platinum is the metal. As long as it's a white metal, I think it looks great with aqua, because again, we've seen it before here. I saw one recently where I brought out a yellow gold aqua, and the aqua looked bright green because it was a blue stone, but it was absorbing all the yellow gold color around it, so it looked greenish. And it wasn't cute. It was not the cutest thing I've ever seen. So again, a white metal, whether that's platinum or sterling or white gold, of course, we only offer the white gold and the platinum here. So that's the way I think it's best showing off the gorgeous colors you have there with that one. So just a reminder, $21.99 for that beauty. And then let me know, I think, Jason, are you getting the Imperial topaz? No, nobody's got the Imperial. Wowza. $1,777, i.e. $1,563 for this Imperial. Wow. And then we have a trapeche, which, okay, we can even go more rare than these two combined and show you a perfect trapeche. And that's going to be under $2,500. I don't know. We're just trying things. I mean, right? You gotta put pieces up. You got to see what sticks. You got to check it out. Look at that. So which one would you like? $24.99, $24.99, or $17.77? All up to you. Oh, we have a new register. Getting registered, ready to shop. I love it. Thank you. And you know our Kunzite's also here. Still here. The Kunzite. The 844 pair. $25.99 for this one. There are some beauties. So $25.99 or less for this little mini wheel of assorted stones and rarities and colors and cuts and looks, and I mean it's impressive. And I've got to show you this turquoise again, because a turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine, especially one that's 2 carats, 91 in size, that's a good one too. So there's the turquoise, and again, $12.99 to $25.99 and a few in between. These are some of the more recent adds to the show. And as we get down to it, we got about 10 minutes left in our Wednesday night. Looking forward to seeing which one is going to your house. And big congratulations are on the way in order, because they are just awesome, awesome pieces of jewelry. There's also a conch pearl. This conch pearl is almost 2 carats, and it has champagne and white diamonds. So talk about something that nobody else in the world would have. It would be the conch pearl. That one's not going to be $25.99 or less, but I just want to show it. Yeah, let's go with the trapeche. Isn't that a very distinctive? It's got a little wider spoke than they usually have, but still very clean and transparent as far as the green elements in between. 1129060 would be the item number on the trapeche. It's a 1 carat 65 oval. It's all 18 karat. Boy, this has been a show that has had no shortage of 18 karat gold. There's been a lot of 18 karat gold to choose from tonight. I hope you will choose something in the 18 karat gold or the 14 karat gold or the platinum tonight, because it means anything we got. There's our 165 with 65 points in diamonds, a split shank and a double halo. That is $24.99, but you know that price comes down to $21.99 at checkout with the 12% off. So a big value there at 12% off that price tag. Amazing. And again, everything on this wheel. Look at this aqua, the huge aqua, the big time Imperial, the gorgeous turquoise, the Kunzite. Look at all those pieces. They've got to get a home. These are the big ones over here. Kunzite and the aqua are the big ones. The Imperial, the trapeche, the turquoise. They're big too, just not cocktail rings necessarily. And we'll go back up close. Trapeche and turquoise on the left, Kunzite in the center, big aqua back here, and then your Imperial topaz. Gosh, $17.77 for the Imperial, $12.99 for the turquoise. The trapeche is here at $24.99. The big Kunzite, center of the screen, $25.99. And yes, we have the big aqua That's just, the aqua is outstanding. 10 carats plus, $24.99 for an aquamarine. Just amazing size there at over 10 carats. That is something to behold. Just mention, I'll just show you the big Paraiba. We've had some of you asking for big Paraibas of late. I think they're resellers. We got some resellers and some collectors out there that have been taking good looks at what's going on in the world of Paraiba. Let me just flash this. Look at this. This is a flash of the Paraiba. Look at this. This is not $25.99 or less, but I'm not going to put it on the wheel. I'm just going to try it on for you because I want to see how it looks. It's a really beautiful 223 Paraiba. The most significant day of my year is Monday. It's 223. So 223, February 23rd. And this happens to be a 2 carat 23 Paraiba with 2 carats 23 in diamonds. Kid you not. So, you know, I'm feeling very, I feel like we're kindred spirits, if you will, but that is our huge Paraiba. And to get a 2 carat pluser, and the good news is I had a 2 carat plus over the weekend, sold for $35,000. Now we've got a 223 that's going to be less than 20. So just FYI, if you're looking for a big Paraiba, it's clean, it's gorgeous, it's neon, all the things. We can go back to our 5 pieces awaiting their homes, needing a great way to go. I mean, that's it, guys. That's the way to go. That is your $12.99 all the way up to $25.99. And remember, this is what so many people do not understand. Those prices I'm giving you, those prices that I'm speaking of, those are prior to. They are before your 12% off happens. We have 8 minutes left to go in the broadcast. You get 12% off anything and everything up there. That's a huge deal. That saves you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And why not take advantage of that when we've got those values here ready to go? Everything stays in the gold color it's in or the platinum it's in, goes right out to you in the size you need. Everything done, ready to go. This is where you want to shop. Last call on the show. We got 8 minutes left. So if there's anything I can help you with, that's when you got to let me know. Please tell me which one you need to have out of this assortment. We got to move some jewelry here and you will love them. I go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, so to speak, to make sure that everything, especially in an event like this one, final sale, you know, big discounts, I want to make sure everything is perfect. And I rejected something tonight because I noticed something about the piece. It wasn't perfect. So we don't need to show that. I'm not going to upset you. You know, I don't want you to buy anything that's not perfect. Here's a Ferrari piece that's $12.99. We had a question about that as well. Just a reminder, really good values up here, all still $25.99 or less. And we've got our last call, and that means what? Busy phone lines. Busy, busy, busy end of the show. It always is. Everyone's now seen the selection of the night. We've seen the options for the evening. We're picking out what we love the most and what can't you live without when these values are the way they are. Listen, if they were the regular prices, I would say leave them. If they weren't 12% off, they're still really good deals. But I would say with the price tags that I've given and the discount you're getting tonight that's extra, there is no reason to leave them here. There's no reason to even really think twice. If something is appealing on the air, our pieces only get better when you see them in person. I hear it every day. I correspond with hundreds of you a day. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. You guys know how to reach me. Everyone does. I get people reaching out for all kinds of reasons every single day of my life. I got to tell you, the majority of those comments are, my piece is amazing and it's even better in person than it was on TV. Yes. The oval aqua. Are you talking about, yeah, I remember that platinum piece with that kind of an interesting offset stone. Let's take a look at it here. Here it is on the hand. This is going to be platinum 8679. Oh, this is that one that's that teeny little size. Take a look at it. We'll size it for you. Don't worry a thing, okay? Do not get all worked up about the size. It does not matter. It's probably a 3 now. It doesn't matter. We will size it for you. It's 112-8679. That is our platinum 341, and it's got a 31 point. It says pear-shaped. There are no pear-shaped diamonds in that, so I'm not sure what they're referring to. But it's 18 and 31. I don't know what's going on there, but that is not a pear-shaped diamond. So anyway, there are no pear-shaped diamonds. It's a bezel, and it's diamonds in the round. So either way, I'm going to call it 18 points minimum, but it's likely more. Yeah, you can see that graphic's already been amended. My bag says something very different. So don't worry a thing about it. You're getting at least 18 points in diamonds. There's the one bigger bezel set round, and then the rest of the rounds are pave. It's got a stunning color. This is just as good a color, maybe even brighter and more saturated than our 10 carat was, and it's in a 3 carat 41. So still a significant size. By the way, this one's $12.99. So we didn't get a chance to really like fully present it, but $12.99 turns into $11.43. So your discount is there. By the way, Jason, did you have a new register? And were they shopping or just getting registered, ready to shop? getting registered. Who was it and where are they calling from? I'd love to welcome them to the show. Joseph in California. Where in California? I need to know. I'm born and raised. Where? Really? It's called Yucca Valley. Yeah. Yucca. Yeah. I know it. Wonderful. Well, hi, Joseph. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for getting registered tonight. And can't wait till we find that perfect first piece for you that you might like. You're ready to go now? Yes, we can go back up close now. Yeah. Of course. Here's the aqua up close and personal. There's that 341. Yeah, it is darker. It is brighter than this one. The one in the back here is the 10 karat. Here is the 341. You can see it is more saturated even than this one. And I know we're looking at a very saturated stone, even in the case of the pear shape. So to get that oval there, set at a little angle. You can see that big bezel set round and then the smaller rounds with it as well. All together, 1143. Remember, that stays in the platinum. We'll size it for you to make it comfortable for wherever you want to wear it on your hand. But that is a beautiful aqua and unique setting and still a lot of platinum. This is not a small or teensy weensy little basic band. It's got a nice heavy weight to it, good thickness to it. Thanks everybody. 3 minutes left until I sign off for the evening. I'll see you tomorrow back 5 to 8. I hope you'll join me our Thursday night together. I'm with you every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. Please don't forget 5 to 8 Pacific. We're only here 15 hours a week. I am the host here at TVON, so I'm always with you. So it's 15 hours a week. We're not a 24-hour channel. We really, quite frankly, deal in only high end, so we can't be 24 hours because there's not enough good jewelry in the world. Yeah. Yes, here's the inside of that aqua. And so remember, it's Wednesday and Thursday and Friday nights. Those are 5 to 8. So really evenings, afternoons out here on the West Coast. And then, of course, from 8 to 11 on the East Coast. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights live. And then, of course, I'm with you in the morning on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. That is 1 to 4. It's a much friendlier start time for our East Coasters. It's 1 to 4 in the afternoon. So that's a little bit on our schedule. And here we are with that fantastic wheel with our final 2.5 minutes left of the show. Thank you again for watching. A special welcome to all of our brand new registers tonight. It's good to have you. Love expanding our TVON family together. And also a reminder that if there is anything else you'd like to check on, there's more to the show than just what you see here on this wheel. These are just some of my highlights that I really wanted to spend a little bit of extra time with before we go. But there's a few other ideas from the evening that are also still here that you're free to ask your operators about and get that great 12% off while it's here. So make sure you do that with our final 2 minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow, 5 to 8 Pacific, and that, of course, 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, and then 8 to 11 for East Coasters as well. So that's going to be our schedule for the week, and I hope to see you all. Remember, oh, this is the Sphene. Hold on. Got the Sphene for $26.99. I know it's a little more than what that wheel says, but hey, just want to remind you that piece earlier, $26.99 for that color changing Sphene. That was brand new here tonight. That's one that's got to go. It's $26.99. It's a 2 karat 36, also in the yellow gold. So again, if that's one you'd like, we have 90 seconds left. Thanks again so much for spending a little bit of your Wednesday evening with me. I so appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow to do it again, 5 to 8. Friday night, same thing. Our Friday nights together are always very special. We'll see you 5 to 8 Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 1. And boy, do we have some incredible things coming up all weekend long as we continue to celebrate all the fabulous and festive February occasions that we love so much. What a fun month. So again, thank you so much. We got a final minute remaining. Anything I can help you with, don't forget about that Sphene. That 2 karat 36 is magnificent. Anything else we can help you with? I know we still have that purple Paraiba, both a pendant and the gorgeous ring. We have the Sphene. We have the gorgeous morganite in the lip shape. We got some of our fabulous fancy cut Tanzanites. Our smaller Kunzite is also available. There was an Asher cut here for $12.99 and many others. So feel free to let us know if you have any questions about anything. We'll help you out. Thanks again for being with me tonight. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget about our diamond band. Also, the 5-stone diamond band. I think we have one left in white gold, and that's it. On the diamond band, it was a 5-stone style 201, and it was down to $28.88, making it an amazing $25.60 or so at checkout. So really important values there. Thank you everybody so much. Again, we'll be back tomorrow night. I hope to see you all then, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday evening. Thank you again for watching and shopping tonight. We'll be here for a couple minutes. If you do have any further questions for us, we'll be here to help you out. Thanks so much. I'm Blair. Enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see you tomorrow.